We are live, guys. We are live.
There is a slight delay.
What's going on? Welcome to the
going
live
on?
stream, everybody.
Thought I'd try something different, you know? Give us that little 30
countdown
second.
there. Look at you. I was seeing that. I was like, look at him.
I can see the chat. Nice.
I hate keep putting up Irondogg Reptiles on the Iron Animal Show, so I gotta try. I'm just trying to find a new intro for that. So, welcome everybody. Let's see who we got in the chat. We do
There's 9 watching right now. There's 9 watching. Mary said hi, Chris, Jason, and Justice. How you doing, Mary? How's everybody doing tonight?
Got Blackbird, Joseph Becker. We got Joan Yooper in the chat. We got Irondogg Reptiles in the chat.
You been here?
Yeah. And then we got Mary Ball Pythons. We got Donna. Welcome. Gomez Pythons. Mitch
Mitch is here.
DQ.
DQ's new. I don't think I've seen that.
Spartan.
That name yet.
DQ is a subscriber of mine. I think I've seen him in here a few times. Good dude.
Yep, he showed up.
Right
He showed up the other night when we was on live, and yeah, I've seen him in the chat. Spartan Reptiles, welcome.
Jimmy, Python bro.
Yes, welcome, Jimmy. Another one I need to get on this show. He's an awesome dude, man.
He truly is, and he's genuine. So
yes, very. And if y'all don't know who he is, you need to be over there and subscribe to him because, man, he's a good person.
he's just good people, you know, totally good people. 100%. Checks on me every now and then. I like it.
Welcome, Heather. How you doing tonight?
You're lucky I brought my chair from the house because I broke my shop chair. So if I was in my shop chair, I'd be down here like this the whole time.
Hell yeah.
All right. So no Speedo. Sorry to disappoint.
Look at that. We are in hold on.
Uh-oh.
I must be blessed tonight. Kiss Constrictors is in the house.
Oh, right on.
Glad Kiss Constrictors came in. Matter of fact, I was supposed to message him. Hey, sorry, I forgot to message you. I told you I appreciate it.
Welcome
to the live stream. Welcome.
He's another one I need to get on here. He's out of Florida. He's a pretty good dude too.
Oh my gosh.
I traded stickers with him.
His kids in his videos are the best. I mean,
yes.
You know, my wife, she doesn't really care about YouTube, nothing else. But if she knows that Jeff made a video with that kid in there, it's over. And so I got to hear about that kid for the next 3 days. And unfortunately, my wife had all boys, so no little girls. So she's like, "Oh, that's the cutest thing in the world," and she is. She's the cutest thing. All of his kids are awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Leon.
Yes, they are. Welcome, Leon. Well, as you see, our special guest tonight is Jason from fITZ Family Constrictors, or y'all know him as Going Yooper.
I'm nervously fidgeting in my swivel chair.
He does have a Speedo tonight. He's just sitting down and y'all can't see it.
If he stands up, it's on you if you don't look away.
My wife is like, you want to gain subscribers, not lose subscribers. You know, so don't do that. He said that would be a bad move. You're doing well. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't go with the Speedo.
Somebody commented, which reptile shows in the background?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Which reptile show do you have playing in the background? Somebody asked.
That is Tinley from a few years ago, I believe. That's actually one with Skittles in it. I'm not sure if you're all familiar with Skittles, but that's the totally crazy looking.
And they made a second one, I heard. It was that kind of like, you know, they found out when they bred it, it actually threw some of that off onto another thing.
I haven't heard about that. I've been out of the loop about Skittles for a few years though. Once I seen they wanted $25,000 for it, I was like, yeah. It's not that hot anymore.
No, and it's a, you know, they thought it was a one-off, but even at that, I mean, it's just a cool snake. You know what I mean?
It is. It's pretty neat snake. No, I was just this is just testing stuff in the background for my live. Unfortunately, I have 3 different setups going on right now just to make this work. And I'm sure it's overkill, but I'm not very talented when it comes to this computer stuff. So I'm just trying to practice some stuff to see how things would look in the background. Unfortunately,
It's all right. He's always giving me shit about all my devices, so now I'm not alone.
Yeah. Look, I really want to try and do a good job of it. I mean, my lives, I don't believe they're going to be, and I'll give everybody a lot of information on that on Wednesday's video, because the following Thursday, right after Wednesday, will be my live. But I'll fill everybody in on Wednesday, times and all that stuff. It should be a lot of fun. It's low budget fun should be, you know what I mean? So if it kicks off and works, though, there's an announcement I do want to make before I jump out of here. I'll wait a little bit to say all about that.
Sure.
That if this works out, things work, fairly smoothly, or enough that I can see what mistakes I made and correct them, then I definitely would like to do something like that, maybe once a month or once every other month. And I just talked about it now. Why not? Lay people can watch the video from the beginning. Jeff from CONSTRICTORS, the reason why I said I'm glad he's in here, he did something pretty awesome. He was like, hey, I really like that idea. He's, and if you know Jeff, he's a police officer. He's done this for over 20 years now. He worked in the Department of Busted Pedos, which is just awesome as far as I'm concerned. He took a pretty big name, wanted person off the street that was definitely a danger to children. Just recently, and he was able to pick kind of the job that he wants to do until he retires. Now, I don't know if most people necessarily know that, but I spilled it anyway.
Right.
And he's just a good person, all the way around, good person. And he's like, I love this idea. I love this. Let's make a Yooper deal type thing. He's like, what do you think about me donating a pretty awesome snake to one of these type of things? And I'm like, you don't have to do that. I mean, he's like, no, I totally want to do something like that. I definitely want to get involved. And because he works very long hours, many days a week, he doesn't have the time to give back by watching our videos as much as he would like to. And I've had many conversations with him about this. So he's like, look, whatever I can do to kind of be part of the community, it's not all about views and this and that. I just want to be part of it. I think this is a great idea, and I want to be part of it. So if this works out, the next one, I think the possible grand prize could be definitely a pretty cool snake. And I think that I will let CONSTRICTORS make a video about that, if you will. I haven't talked to him about this, and letting people know about that. So, Jeff, if you're still watching, if you are not chasing a perk,
he's listening and driving.
Yeah. All right. Well, don't text. I'll just get pulled over by but that was pretty awesome, man. And, if things like that continue to, then I think we can make it work, and hopefully other people in the community will be able to kind of do things like that as well. I'm all about, if I do it, you all do it, no problem with me. I mean, you're going to end up overlapping on people all the time. It's just going to happen, especially in this small niche community called Pythons, mainly. You're going to end up doing videos that other people have done. It's just impossible not to do that. So I don't have that kind of issue. It's definitely about building community. And I've told you before, Chris, I haven't talked to Justin all much, but I enjoy your all's lives because your chat has a lot of really good people in it that all really have like a second show going on. And at the same time, that everybody's paying attention to what you guys are saying. It's very captivating on both sides of it. And I enjoy that. So I've enjoyed watching y'all's lives. So being on here is really awesome. I'm super stoked that y'all have. Sorry I couldn't get on sooner just to know what's happening.
Well, we appreciate it.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's always open to anybody, I mean, if, I got a thing on the bottom if anybody wanted to be on here, as long as you're, I mean, my rules are you have to be 18 or older to be on my show just because my channel's, it's adult, it's for adults only, I'll be content, and yeah, anybody wants me to just give me a DM on Instagram, and we'll I'll set some dates that I have available, and go from there.
Well, he's got a whole calendar full too.
Yeah, and then we also do open chat nights where people can, that we're not going to have a guest on,
Yeah.
And anybody can join them too, so.
Well, yeah, it's good to do the open chats too, because if somebody just wants to bounce in for a minute and check their situation to see if it works, and you know, see
Oh,
how
yeah.
it works and all that real quick before they try to do a whole live or something, or, you know, so it's good just to have it open, you know, every now and then. It's good.
Yeah, I asked Mitch yesterday from Mary Pythons if I could borrow $25,000, and Mary replied, said no. She wouldn't even let Mitch reply to me. You know.
Hey, Mitch, I can pull this fee go up if you got that 25K. Just saying. My wife don't want that much. No, she does. She's gonna watch this.
I mean, I was going to get the Manic Glow. You know. I mean, just so I could know what all genes are in it. I mean, I know it's Coral Glow in Armander, and that's much that I know it. Sure, you know. So. But yeah.
Before we go any further, I do want to apologize up front. With my lights on in the evening time, I'm right next to a bar. People might show up, so I might have to stop here and there and be like, "You're lost." It might happen. It happens every single time I've done a little bit of a live, so just want to make sure that y'all know I have to jump away for a second. You might hear drunk ramblings in the background.
That's fine. That's fine. No problem.
Ladies, show me your snake. It's not going to sound great. In the background.
I've always, so when you moved to Michigan, did you I mean, and then once you rented that building, how was the first night at home sleeping away from your snakes? Did you sleep at all?
Oh, it's still horrible. It's still horrible.
It's still horrible.
I mean, to me, I would have probably just stayed there because I've been a nervous wreck, dude. You know what I mean?
I stay here in the wintertime when we have a big snowstorm coming because where I live out in the middle of the forest, you know, my road might not get plowed for 2 or 3 days and we're out there. So when we have big snowstorms like that, my wife and I will either stay. My son lives right across the street from the tracks over here, so I can always have him kind of run over if there's an emergency. But yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I run up here probably every 7 days. I'll run up here next to maybe 4 times, and that's there and back. Just because I'm not sure if I lock the door or not. You know, my son's working or whatever. I hate it. I hate it. I hate not being able to watch my females. Because that's how you really learn your females, just being able to be there and kind of watching.
Right.
And that's why I miss my clear tubs as well, because, you know, you can really tell what's going on. And with these dark tubs, I've had a lot of success in the fact that things seem to feed better and seem to be a little bit happier, but I don't see as much what's going on. So I'm not learning a lot of new details that I have. So I don't like it. I don't like not being there. We're planning on buying a new house pretty soon. We're going to build it for that. We just decided not to. When that happens, they will be back at home with me for sure. For sure.
That's cool.
Can't bring it back to the house.
I mean, I know for me, I would have been a nervous wreck, dude. I'd have been like, oh, just because I would have thought every worst thing in the possible could happen, you know. And
oh my God, dude. The place I'm in is a very old building. It was built, I believe it was 1869 or 1870, something like that.
Damn.
And they just started getting apartments in above. And it's 3-story. And I was the only person in this whole unit. There's 4 businesses on the bottom, on the very corner. And I was the only one here for the first 2 years. Now they recently just started getting people upstairs. And I'm like, man, I hope they remember to turn their heaters off. You know, what are they doing up there? You know, like I'm so worried whatever they might be doing up there that might affect my stuff down here. I worry about it all the time. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I thought I would be able to kind of figure it out. And I do have sensors here. And I do have notifications if something's going on. But I can't stand it. I like to know. I like to be closer to my stuff. So I'm being honest. That's the biggest downfall of not having these things at home anymore.
Well, that makes perfect sense, you know. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about that.
Well, I always wanted to know, you know, how everybody felt about it because, you know, I mean, there's people that do have facilities that, you know, even nice.
That would drive. I don't think I could do it, man. It would drive me crazy.
Yeah, I would think I would have to either live right next to my facility or or you know
I don't know
what I'm saying?
if I put up enough cameras, I think, to like make sure that I could see like temperatures and stuff. Maybe I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
That'd be so bad.
we get -40 here for a good 2 to 3 weeks out of the year every year. So that's why I actually picked this place right here, because the heat is on a boiler system. So even if my power goes out here, my heat is always going to be 82 in their room. So that's why I picked this place, even over my house, because at my house, if power goes out there in the wilderness, I mean, your generator's not going to last so long. I mean, if you run your generator, snakes and stuff, you run your generator to keep food in the house. There's a lot, a big giant learning curve moved here, all the way around. A big learning curve.
Oh, right.
I'm just watching the chat. Grace Reptiles came in. Grace Reptile, awesome. His daughter drew that for me. It's really cool.
Another good guy, good supporter in the hobby.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Gary's Reptiles, welcome.
I can hear that fan now.
Jimmy, I seen you commented earlier. Yes, it's exotics. That clutch was awesome. I made a video about it. Like, I would have loved to cut that clutch. I'm still waiting to cut a clutch where I was like, oh, I didn't know you were heading for this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and nailed it. Six all five, too, dude. I mean, God.
Couldn't happen to a better
That's
couple.
crazy.
Couldn't happen to a better couple. Really, these people are just good. And that was awesome. I was stoked. I was going, no way. Every time they cut one open, I'm standing up farther.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
It's awesome.
Welcome, Andrew. Yeah, I mean, it was like, they're like, what is going on here? They're like, hi, what the hell's going on here?
That's
Spartan,
awesome.
thanks for running links. That's cool. He's all running links like a champ.
Yeah, I don't know what Mr. J is tonight. He might be.
Well, Spartan has a lot of experience in running links. I mean, back in the day, we were involved in quite a few charities. Matter of fact, Spartan made me that right there. The Ben Rennick auction. Tragedy all the way around with that whole story, but we didn't know what happened when we did that. And we were thinking about the kids and his wife that just lost a husband. We didn't know. I think we still would have done it, even if we knew that she was the one that did that to him. We just would make sure it wouldn't strike to the kids' future and not too much hers.
Right. Yeah, what a deal that was. Huh? And what a nice facility he had too, huh?
Oh man, yeah. That guy he was another scientist. There's a few scientists in the hobby. There's a few people that are just like they've done their piece and now they're just interested in entertaining and having fun. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, right or wrong. I don't really care. I got my own worries. But
right.
there's just differences out there. He's definitely one of those ones.
Right. Yeah, exactly, Heather. Exactly.
Oh, I missed the other comment.
Just a comment. It'll pop up.
Oh yeah, yes, she is. That really pissed me off. But Spartan has been involved. Yes, we've been involved in a lot of charities, and honestly, a lot of people always ask me, like, "Oh, how many subscribers?" I don't know. Yes, Justin said the other day, once he was monetized. Well, ask him. Because I have years. Go back and look. I've been doing this for a long time. Some people have it, some people don't. Is all I can say. And all I can say other than that is, if you don't have it, like myself, I don't really have it on camera like that. So just be consistent, and be honest, and try to be as humble as you can. Be who you want to be around. That's all I can do. So I don't have any secret for you other than stay consistent. If you say you're going to do something, do it, and that's it. That's all I can say. I don't have any tips and tricks. It's been a long road. I've been happy to do it, but it's been a long road.
Hey, Tiffany.
Welcome, Tiffany.
To the chat. Yeah, exactly.
But there's it takes, and I tell people all the time too. I've noticed it only takes one video, and me and Chris were talking earlier about this. Sometimes one video is all it takes to push you forward.
Exactly.
And
Right there.
I got more than one video. What?
I mean, you had that one that just went.
That was the one. Yeah, my pond filter video is the one. That's what monetized me, got all my time and everything.
Yeah, and really when I got my following, because I had a pretty big surge in subscribers when I was doing a lot of the charity stuff. We did the Sam Jeffers Foundation. Between the Sam Jeffers Foundation, Team Zach, Ben Reddick, I mean, that's almost over $100,000 I think we raised that year for those 3 charities. In a small community like this, I was stoked. I mean, I put in thousands of emails out to people, and I'll tell you what, that's when I learned what breeders I will mess with and what ones I won't. From replies I got. I got replies back from a doctor, I'm not going to say who it is, just to be out of just my own business professionalism. He's not going to hurt nobody. His animals ain't going to hurt anybody. He's one of the bigger breeders out there. But he was actually a doctor, and when I asked him, hey, would you like to help donate to the Sam Jeffers Foundation, which, if you don't know, is started by John Jeffers and his wife after the loss of their son, who died of brain cancer. They started this 100% goes towards a cause. Nobody gets a paycheck here. Matter of fact, if you buy a steak from him, these pythons are us. If you buy a steak from him, you actually go to the Sam Jeffers Foundation and you donate the cost of the shipping as well as the steak straight to the foundation. He pays for the shipping out of his pocket and sends you the steak. So he doesn't even pay for the steaks. Stand up. Sorry.
Didn't IDR do some of his snakes too on their auction?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Same person. Great guy. Great charity. And being part of all that stuff is what actually started kind of getting me off the ground a little bit. And other than that, it's been very steadily going up. So people ask me this all the time: how many subscribers? I've been doing this for 2 years, and I like have this. I'm like, I don't know. 2 years in, I still have 150 subscribers. I'm the wrong person to ask.
You sold off his collection, huh? What Spartan said.
Yeah. He held. I thought he held some back, Josh. You might know better. I thought he held a few back.
Is anybody? Heather asked earlier if they knew if Porter Pythons was doing their auctions anymore.
I don't know anything.
They used to do it during this month, so I didn't know if anybody knew if they were doing it.
I haven't heard anything. I thought he used to do it with Miguel a lot too, but I think Miguel is like he's got way too much stuff going on in his life.
Right.
Spartan said he kept 5 snakes.
Awesome.
There's my guy right there. I don't know what kind of delay you're going to have in the screen for them, but Eric Meyer, good stand-up dude right there too. He's the guy that I was talking to before I moved up here, and I didn't even realize he lived 2.5 hours from where I was moving from. And I would call him, and his bird would squawk in the background, and I would pester him about questions I had because I was going to be moving up this way, and I knew he lived in Wisconsin, but I didn't realize he was so close to me. And then when I got up here, I was like, "Hey, you're not that far away from me." He's like, "No." I was like, "You should come over." And I was like, "All right." Cool dude, very humble guy right there too. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn the show off. Should spend time for everybody else.
Porter's Pythons has been fighting wildfires in California right now. There you go. Welcome, Annette.
Hi, Annette.
All right. So what's everybody want to know? What's the big questions? Clear my throat. I was choking before we started the live.
Who wants to ask him a question? Anybody want to know anything about Jordan Yooper?
Come on. I heard y'all talking in chat. Y'all want to know the dirt. I'm not afraid to talk about the drama.
He's all like, you know you want to hear the dirt?
I'm not scared.
Well, I haven't been around long enough to know any dirt, so.
No, I'll briefly fill people in, being nice about it, only because you guys were talking about it the other night. And yeah, it's definitely still a bad taste in my mouth about the whole deal, but I want to let everybody know how frivolous this was. About 2 years ago, I was friends with a person. This person was the kind of person that would call you on the phone at 1 in the morning and talk to you for an hour to 2 hours. And every single time I had to hang up the phone with him, I had to act like I lost phone signal. Sorry if anybody out there ever lost phone signal. I actually do have bad phone signal at the house. But for him, oops, click, because he wouldn't get off the phone, and my wife just said, what is he, teenage girl? What's wrong with him? I don't know. Anyway, I was really nice to this guy. He had some issues, self-admitted issues with anxieties and things like that. He was in the reptile community. Tried to be nice to him, tried to be cool with him. One day, I did a video to help out Rocky from the Circus Cave and his wife. She came up with a lung issue and an air filter for their house. So I rather troops to raise enough money to be able to get him his air filter. We did not pick up a couple of snakes from him because he wasn't allowed to have any more animals anymore due to this situation. I wanted to help him out. Have a few animals that wanted to go to me to make sure that they had to go home. I went down there and picked him up from him. Great guy. Great family. And I made a video talking about helping him out. At the same time, this other person, a lot of you know who I'm talking about, I won't say his name because he doesn't deserve it. He made a video at the same time saying PayPal. And he basically was wanting people to send him money through his PayPal so that he could create more content by getting you tarantulas and other kind of bugs and things like that. Which I don't care what people do. You can make a video you want. It didn't bother me at all. I thought we were buddies, so I liked the video. Okay, man.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah, whatever. I wouldn't do it, but whatever. Whatever. Somebody commented on that video. Oh, dude, Yooper's trying to raise money to help out a good friend, a guy that even drove out to your house because Rocky went out to this person's house before and did a video with him, you know, and you're asking people for free money. Well, he thought that was me commenting on his page with a fake account. Why, I don't know, but that's how this started. And next thing you know, he started trying to smear campaign about me. I wanted to inspire this fighter, which he took from a conversation we had on DA Exotics Live that he used to do. He actually did a big live that was pretty popular back in the day, but it wasn't on YouTube. I can't remember the format. But we were talking about if anybody's done it. Yes, Kevin Curry's done it, and we talked about the difference of what happened, and he turned it into saying that I would inspire this fighter. Said horrible things about my wife. Said that I haven't been doing ball pythons for a day or two. You know, on and on and on about this crap. And then he was making fake going Yooper accounts. And this is the part that bothered me and really kind of hurt my channel as well. He said he was going to people's channels, commenting on their videos under going Yooper picture, everything. There was a small group of people that were doing lives at that time that were really getting on the band as well. That Sergio guy was one of them. I know he comes in and he's friends and I'm not judging him. But he's one of those ones that jump on all this harassment, threatening stuff. I didn't know this guy, like, what the heck? So Rocky got involved on his own, didn't ask me, didn't tell me about it, and started watching these people's lives and tracking them. That went in there, tracked the IP to normal Indiana. And the only person we all know normal Indiana was this person. Another person that I asked to please track this stuff. There's nothing to do with reptile stuff. It's not even in YouTube. It's just a computer guy. He tracked it as well to Indiana, and it was saying more bad stuff to people. I mean, it was going on to nice things, channels, and saying really nasty, horrible things that I would never. And it got bad. It got pretty bad. I stopped making videos about how to do things like that. It changed everything about my channel. And even still to this day, it's like that. So I have no respect for this guy. Yes, I sent you a video of this guy in his own words about who he is, so you know who he is in his own words. It's not me saying he said this, that, or the other. It's in his own words telling you exactly who he is. So I have a lot of stuff if it ever goes crazy again. And people were giving me crap because I wasn't defending myself. But I'm like, how do you defend yourself? He's asking me to prove that I don't like to eat caviar. How does somebody prove that you don't like to eat caviar? All the stuff that you say and prove this, prove that were things that you just can't prove. Like, there's no facts that you can pull up and show, like, oh, look. You know what I mean? So it was pretty disgusting for a long time. But then he got found out and he stopped doing videos. I think he just started doing videos recently.
Oh, yeah.
You can barely hear me, Mason. I'm sorry. Is everybody else having a problem hearing me?
I think I can hear that fan noise a little bit now. I think hitting your headphones.
Well, I'm not using this mic. I'm actually using the mic on my
Yeah, I think maybe
Oh,
you're
wait,
in.
I'll get it. I'll get that. I will suffer in the heat for my fans. Fans.
Yeah. The question was from Mary. Do you wear the Speedos? And then Mitch wanted to know what color is the Speedos.
You're asking a colorblind person. Georgia.
He's colorblind. He don't know what color they are.
Dark.
I was just thinking that too. I was like, isn't he colorblind?
Yeah. Heather want to know if you got any new snakes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cut in and out. Peter Van.
Really? This is going to scare me if I'm going to start cutting in and out. I might have to switch over to a different mic. 1 second.
So what's up?
Sorry about the dead air.
Oh, no, you're right.
Is that any better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mic number 2. Now I gotta feel like I'm playing video games. Sorry about all
Like,
that.
I got screens and computers and phones going all at once. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to go on a tear with that guy, but like I said, don't let somebody come into a community and do what a person like this did, because they didn't only do it to me. And as a matter of fact, people started turning, people started figuring out, seeing it because they were doing lives, and all of a sudden, them themselves were coming in live. Good example. I don't know if any of you remember Matt Bio Reptiles. He was on a come up. I mean, he was tearing his subscribers too. He was all on board with this other guy, and I was like really shocked about that. And then one day he was doing a live, and he goes, "Hey, look, I know it's not you doing all that stuff. I know it's all bullcrap. I'm sorry for everything I said, blah blah blah." And then other people started coming out of the woodwork too and stuff. But don't let somebody in a community doing that. You see somebody coming in, and all they do is tell you about how positive they are, but every video they make is about somebody else. I love what people do. I never listen. People say a lot of things, but I watch what you do, and that's how I know who you are. You know, and you also really think about that. This is guy really screwed up. I stayed with your family for a long time.
What was the reason for you moving from Florida?
Oh, that's the question that everybody needs to ask after the answer. Kind of rough. It's kind of a. But it's nice to make videos because you start to feel a certain way, just at the pause. And my camera's too far away to kind of put my finger over it. So I'll get through this. Back in 2014, my wife's sister and her husband passed away. Left 3 children. 2 of the children had the same father, and the youngest child was my sister-in-law and brother-in-law passed away. The 2 older children went to live with their respective parent, and the younger child didn't have a place to go. My wife's family up here just weren't eligible to take. So instead of moving him to Florida where we were, where I worked 2 hours a week, I did play sports and stuff, and I never had time to see the kids going to my wife home. You guys can hear me because I'm hearing a lot of noise in my headset here.
What's that?
I'm hearing a lot of noise in my headset.
You hear noise in your headset?
I can barely hear anything. I can hear you. I can't hear him very well.
Can't hear me?
I can hear you. I can't hear him very well. It's just like the other day.
That's
Super
weird.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk up, and hopefully that is a little bit better. Save some more practice, I guess. All right, so go ahead.
Yeah, we're good.
So in 2014, they passed away. We ended up saying, listen, our kids, pretty well-rounded kids, no issues, whatnot. They can handle it. We'll move up here. We don't want to take them away from the only family he knows, which was his mom and his dad. We just felt horrible for him. We didn't know him other than sending them Christmas presents and birthday presents and talking to him on the phone, so we were perfect strangers to him. And it was scary. So we bought a place sight unseen and moved up here. And that's how we got up here. So I just made it real short so that I didn't get emotional about things, because I think about how far Eli has come and where he's at now and where he was. Let's talk about something else. Hey, save the crying for my own lives, man. I need to use.
Jimmy from the
DEA,
Python.
welcome.
Welcome, Andrew. Jimmy from the Python Burrow wants to know how many snowflakes fall at your house every year.
All of them.
He said all of them. Every
All of
last damn one of them.
350 something inches of them.
That's funny. Let's see.
I'm taking cats to go up in my sorry. I don't like dead air. Dead air's the wood. I'm gonna definitely have to be in a speedo if we're gonna have dead air. Yeah, it does. That's what it's like too. It sounds like it's starting and stopping again as well. I'm not really sure why that is. Hopefully, I kind of got it fixed right now.
What gene do you think is going to be the next hot gene?
Levi.
Yeah, Wrangler.
Just kidding.
You know, I don't really know.
Wrangler.
I might not make a lot of fans by saying this. I don't know what the next gene is going to be because people are really freaking out about the sunset gene, and I get it. It's expensive and all this and that. But maybe it's because I'm colorblind. And I know guys showed some really cool stuff, and trust me, I understand. And look, I might be the odd man out. And again, I think it has something to do with my colorblindness. But when I look at the $250 Mojave GHI Mojave, and I look at a sunset, I like the GHI Mojave. Visually, if I didn't know what it cost or what the hoopla was about it, I would think that was a $200, $50 snake. Granted, it hasn't been run through the wash yet with everything. I don't think it's going to be one of those. I think somebody's going to end up finding something pretty cool with something like G-stripe. I've seen people talking trash about G-stripe recently. I've seen some G-stripe.
I'll be back.
I think you're going to be surprised at some of the modes you can get when you add the right things to G-stripe. Right now, as a plain G-stripe book with regular combos, I agree. It is kind of dull. But I've seen it recently with some really cool stuff. If you all guys have seen this too. So I think G-stripe is a long way to go. And I'm only saying that because people are hating on it. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I am doing a small G-stripe thing this year, but that's not why I'm saying I think G-stripe might have something behind it. I'm saying it because I recently seen a picture the future. So.
I think, too, like Mason said, I think chocolate's going to take off here and skyrocket. And I believe with the controversy with mahogany right now, you're going to see the prices go up on mahogany a little bit right now, too, But yeah, definitely chocolate for sure.
I don't have chocolate in my collection, but I do plan on adding it, but it has to be in the right format. I know I need FICO in that chocolate for sure. So, and then we'll go from there, I guess, in the future. But I definitely want to get some chocolate. I think chocolate definitely has a long. I think a lot of things have a long way to go. I think, there's things that we haven't seen yet, and we think we've seen it all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could say the tri-stripe because now it's coming back, and man, I seen that candy tri-stripe, and let me tell you what.
Yeah,
it's like,
for something to be reversed. So that's a really hard question to answer to me. And also, I've always been that person that's never been on the bandwagon of things. Like I wasn't all like when I first seen pies, I was like, that is pretty amazing. I can't believe that these things come out like that. But there's still the snakes that I saw that are more my palate and my eyes. So I've never been one that has been upwards at times, unfortunately. I've always kind of liked other things. And for years, like I said, I didn't read much of anything other than some albino stuff.
right.
For years, that's all I did. And it was very hobby in between here and there. And I didn't start taking it real serious until I moved up here to pay off our house in like 2.5 years. And my wife was like, why don't we just start thinking about lifetime thing up here? Find a place locally that's cheap and get in there eventually, start out now and work way up. And because of her, I was able to get where I'm at. It really is on the foundation of having her back me up on this because in the beginning it was taking money from things that we could do. Like we could use this money to go on a second cruise, or something like that. So we were investing money that we could do some other things, but we weren't investing money that was family money.
Right.
Best thing I can tell people is stay out of your personal bank. Just stay out of it. That's the fastest way you're going to lose your collection is getting in over your head and using money you should use. I've seen a lot of people come in like a hurricane and go out like a hobo hungry. So.
Yep. Yeah, Gomez, you better hang on that candy like I am because it's going to blow up bigger than crap. I mean, right now, candy pie $5,000-$6,000. You know, candy tri-stripes $10,000. Candy's coming back.
Followed by JP. How are you? Another amazing person like that.
Yes, he is.
A guy that has been around my channel for a very long time. How are you, brother? Thank you for your service, by the way.
And we have the candy man in the chat. Sal from Gomez Python.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Gomez? I just started watching your channel, man. I definitely like what I see. My wife is now designing part of the house due to your back wall drop. And she doesn't want it. I found it at Menards where I could just buy this little sheet and put it up there. Now she wants some old reclaimed wood. So thanks for that, buddy.
Thanks for that.
And do you know why he built that wall? He built it because of his sign
Just
he
for
made.
his sign, yeah.
Just for his sign, he put it on. He goes, "Well, I got to build a wall for my sign."
I love it.
Yeah, he didn't like the contrast or something of the wall that was there, so he just built the wall. Put the sign on. Crazy.
What's up, Balls by JP? How you doing, buddy?
Welcome to the chat.
Yeah. I'll tell you though,
Nice work as always did.
I really enjoy this community here, though. And I know I said that already, but I have so much fun in this chat. And you guys don't realize that I don't do personal stuff as possible outside of people off here. Over this past year, with my wife got to the bill at the end of the year, and things got really crazy. But I'll tell you, this chat has always made me smile. There's a lot of good people in here. And, it's like hanging out with family. So again, I appreciate y'all, and it feels funny you're not in there with you guys.
And if you want to make him really smile, hit that like button, that thumbs up, man. That makes him smile.
Always makes a smile. We got 26 in here right now. 21 thumbs up.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt anybody to hit the like button. I mean, you can do that too. I mean, it really goes to the same place at the end of the day if you keep it monetized. So,
what's up, Wiz Constrictors?
Wiz Constrictors.
Welcome.
Just had his first clutches this year.
Yep. Yeah, Leon's going to be having his first clutch.
Yeah, man. I've followed Leon for a long time myself. He's a good dude, that guy too. That's what I'm saying, man. I love this community. And there's so many, every day I see probably 4 or 5 new reptile channels that I've never seen before that have been going on forever. That I see some of you guys commenting, and I'm like, I never even knew this channel existed. I love that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, there's not enough. There's plenty. I love it. I love seeing all these new people come in all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It is cool.
Sure.
It is cool.
Oh, yeah. It's great, man. And there's people that are starting out, man, and that's the same as we did, and if they're going to subscribe to me and they're starting out, man, I subscribe to them back. I try to show them some support, because they need that,
Yeah. And I relate to a lot of people as well. And, a lot of those bigger channels are great. I'm not knocking any of them. I mean, they know what they're doing. They're going, we're going. But I relate more to, like I was talking to you earlier, Chris, the blue-collar person, the person that understands that, I'm trying to make this work on a budget, and the only thing that's going to stop me is myself, and
right.
All the people you see in the chat are these people, and me too. I mean, I get asked, it's weird. I've had people ask me if I could pay their rent for them. I've had people ask me for snakes, all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I hang out with Miguel. I don't have Miguel money, so I think you're confused.
Right.
And Miguel, he's another good guy, but he's definitely knows the social media stuff. And his business sense is great. And people give him a lot of crap because he shows this, that, and the other. And even myself, I told him early on, I was like, dude, stop showing your Lamborghinis and stuff, man. That's why people are hating on you, because you're showing all the stuff that they wish they had. And I'm glad he didn't take my advice. He's like, I'm just going to show myself. I'm glad he didn't take my advice, because that was horrible advice. Horrible advice. Show your stuff, man. Be proud of what you're doing and how you got there, because I started out in my home. Everybody's been watching my channel for the last 20 years ago. I started out in my house, actually out of my camp before the house was even there. And then slowly just moved into a shop and storefront, and mainly that was for the purposes of breeding rats. My wife wasn't going to have rats at home. But you all can relate, and that's why I love this group so much.
Sure.
Maybe some of you are really get out. You just act like you just blue collar, and I respect
Welcome,
it.
Spencer. Welcome.
Welcome, Spencer. Yeah, I mean we all start out, I think, as hobbyists, and then as it grows, we'd all like to have our own facility, or maybe not even a facility, just build that outbuilding out back where we can house all of our stuff and our rats.
I truly can't wait to get everybody back home. I mean, this has been great, and it's been amazing. I mean, my first day here at the shop, they held a town hall meeting that night. A lady she's like the staple in this town. She works at the store over here. She owns the bar next door now. She probably watches my videos and might even watch this, and that's okay because she knows. She had a town board meeting about the snake shop being in town, and if snakes are going to go in the toilet and kill kids. And I had no idea this was even going on, but I did go over and read the minutes, and I found it really funny. I was sitting in my board meeting, because a lot of people might not know, and I don't like to put this out there, and I actually thought I wasn't the same thing, but I am on the planning commission for my township. So I work within the community, which has been on my channel for a while. That was the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to do something with and for my community, and I wanted to be a small business. So those are my two goals when I moved here. I've reached those two goals. Now I've got no goals. That's why I'm born. But they had this meeting, and I found out about the next day, and I went and read the minutes. And I'm like, oh my God. But one of the guys on the board stood up and said, listen, my sister bought a Burmese python and last winter, and she brought it home, and their power went off overnight, and it died. Any snake that guy has will not last 10 minutes here. There's nothing to worry about. The very next day was the very first day that I was actually in here and got everybody in, had the lights on just like it is right now, dark outside, bar open next door. Same lady and 3 of her friends come running over here, afraid of snakes. 10 minutes later, holding snakes, taking selfies, and posting them to Facebook. So I got really lucky at the end. And then school was right next door to me, and they used to walk to the store all the time to go on field trips because there's not a lot around here. So now they just stop at the shop. So all that's been really cool. And I'm going to miss it, but I miss having my snakes for sure.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, Mark Morris. Welcome, Jay's Catfishing. Rob, KY Constrictors. What's up, buddy?
You were reported selling copperheads, Rob?
Yeah.
He was, too.
He was.
At Walmart parking lot.
Well, I'm really good friends with the game wardens around here. I live right in a hot spot, so usually they swing by my place. Hey, have you heard this? You heard that? Heard any firing out in this area, that area? So I'm friends with them, luckily for me. And they're all very interested in the snakes that I have.
I'll be right back.
And it was funny, too, because the guy that reported him was an ex game warden, retired game warden. He couldn't tell the difference between a copperhead or a ball python.
It's sad.
But I mean, the bad thing is in Kentucky, you don't have to have a permit to sell. They keep, stuff like that. You can have up to so many before you got to have a permit.
Wow.
So it's funny, but the guy did show up at his house. He invited him in. He let him look at his collection. He said, "Man, you got probably one of the nicest setups I've seen." And he gave him his business card. And he said, "You'll never hear from me again." So that, in the fact, it was a good thing that, because if you don't let them in, then they're going to wonder, and they're going to come in anyway. I mean, because they have more right than anybody. So
they're good at everyone for sure.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to say hey to DA Exotics. See you on here, man. Welcome.
Yes.
As well. See, tonight about you can. People take things personal. Me and DA Exotics, and I'll say, we've had straight up arguments, yelling back and forth. We are like brothers, okay? If you can't have an argument with a friend, then who are you? So many people out here take everything so personal. If I have a disagreement with you, that doesn't mean I'm going to make a video about you the next day, okay?
Right.
People are just insane when it comes to that stuff. And it always ends well with a handshake and a hug. The guy's a stand-up person, and that's the kind of people I like to surround myself around. I want to be able to make a mistake and be forgiven for it, because I'm going to forgive any one of you out there for any mistake you might do. That's the people I want to be around. So I just want to give them a shout out real quick.
See you, Don. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, and you know, and I mean, we're not always going to agree on everything, but you know, that's fine. I mean, that's just the way we're built. But I mean, that doesn't mean that, you know, you're right, I'm wrong, or whatever. It just means that, hey, we can still go and I mean, that's why I try not to talk politics on here, because we'd all be fighting and chat in on the show. So, you know, I mean, you know, because I'd say, well, you know, this is what I believe in. Screw the rest of you. But I mean, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's got their own personal feelings and opinions, but that doesn't mean that we still can't be friends. And
Riverbank Reptiles, you're 100% right. We all make mistakes, you know. And sometimes people take I'm kind of a very forward person. If you know me personally, kind of outside of this, if you ever talk to me directly, anybody in this chat who's ever talked to me directly will tell you in there that I'm a very forward person. You won't have to guess if I like you or not. You will never have to worry, hey, is Yooper talking behind my back? It won't happen. I always am very honest, because I don't want nobody, if you have a problem with me, tell me about it, because then it gives me the option to fix that problem. But if you don't tell me about it and you tell everybody else about it, it just seems like that problem gets worse, and I'm a bigger jerk than I actually am. So I try to tell people when something bothers me, you know, just be honest about stuff, and you can make mistakes. And I know people have said before, like Chris, what was his name? I don't watch this, Hardwood. He did some silly stuff, and I agree with you guys. He did some silly stuff, but I have to take it into context, and I have to allow that mistake is okay to make and put on video, as long as he said, and I think he kind of did by saying, you know, I probably should have tied that off or something. But we have to be able to make mistakes, because if we don't, man, nobody's going to learn shit. And that's the God's honest truth. Best lessons I've learned were through mistakes. I'm going to make more. If you're watching my channel, I'm going to make more. So just know that it's possible.
Yeah, and if you think I said something wrong, or you don't, hey, give me a DM. We'll talk about it, you know, and that's the best way to hash it out, because or I'll even give you my phone number, because I'm gonna be real honest with you. I can write a text, and you can take it completely wrong to what I was meaning. You know, and now brings another problem up. I'm like, God dang it, you know.
I could get a divorce on a Tuesday with a bad text. It's easy, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. I send the wrong thing back by accident. Like, wow, that didn't come out the way I was thinking it in my head. It totally doesn't work that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Heather, like the East Coast thing, you know. I mean, you know, some people say, well, you know, you're from the East Coast, you don't know nothing, or you're from the West Coast. But I mean, you know, all in all, I mean, you from Kentucky or below, you're probably more right anyway. Ain't that right, Rob?
I was born in New York, but I was raised in Southwest Florida, so I had the southern charm with the mixture of the Southern New York accent. Just be lucky I don't have the Yooper accent. Y'all would never watch my channel.
And then if you're from Canada, you're way completely wrong. Ain't that right, Terry?
Ooh, that's not nice.
I'm just messing with you.
Hey, since we got DEA Exotics on here, and I'll show a few snakes while I'm on tonight, and unfortunately I only have about an hour left. I gotta get home to the nephew and the boys to start school tomorrow. But I'm gonna show a couple snakes real quick, because DEA Exotics actually has his eye on them, and they're cool, and they're not ball pythons. So let me go grab one, or grab two, or grab one or two.
Hey, and if JS Catfishing is still in here for some reason, it says your shirt now will be there September 7th.
That'll be tomorrow or today.
Today. That's what it says, but I don't know if it's even out, but we'll see.
Well, it's probably there, just didn't deliver because of the holiday, so it should be there tomorrow then.
Well, yeah, because she just tracked it, and I don't know why it would have taken so long, but it's supposed to be, so I don't know if he's still in here. If not, maybe he'll be in my
All right. So. I'll get a little bit of a close-up here for y'all. I actually can't even see if that's in screen.
Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
We'll see it in a few minutes, I guess. These are two Mexican Thayer snakes, and I can't hear you because I don't have the headset on, and I'm probably screaming loud now that I'm closer to the mic. These are two Mexican Thayer snakes. The smaller one here with this funky belly is the male, and the larger one is the female. And these are really cool snakes right here. These things are awesome. I never like feeding day because it's such a sad thing to do. But feeding day with these two are just hilarious because they just come up and take it out of your hand like they're having, tea and crumpets. It's kind of funny. And this female, I love their bellies too. They got crazy female bellies. Insane on that female. The male's a lot lighter, pretty cool. But these are really cool snakes. Now, these are most likely to bite you too when you first open the pen because they come and taste everything. They always come and taste. They don't hurt at all. These guys would give Donnie a heart attack.
Yeah.
So I can hear what's up.
Sure.
See you later, Jimmy. You taking off?
That's funny.
Look, these are the Medusa snakes right here.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are cool.
So Andrew actually has a deposit down on these. So these are actually going to be his snakes. So sorry, I hope I'm not spoiling it for you, Andrew. But I hope you got a good look at them. You can check them out.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to go grab another snake real quick since I had the big screen. I'm also do it all at once. This one is going to be a black western rat snake. So this is one that I got from Rocky and Sarah. Come on, you little worm. All right.
Them are very cool.
I got to cool your cage. I'll do that before I leave. I'll spray my hands out. Hang in there, people. Going to a different kind of snake. I want to spray my hands off. Transferring weirdness that may be or may not be there.
Yeah. What's up, Jose?
All right, well, I just woke her up, so she might strike at me as well here. But she's really cool when she strikes at you because she only headbutts you. She doesn't actually bite you. But she's just waking up, so we'll give her a couple seconds. And I can tell she's a little nervous because she's wrapping on real tight, and her tail will wiggle a little bit. But if we just give her a few seconds, I'll let her mellow out, and I'll get a better shot of her. She's just waking up. Hi, sweetheart. Fresh out of shed. Black western rat snake. This was also gifted to me from Rocky and Sarah. Now, I will be keeping this one. It's not for sale. I hang out with this one a lot, so I hope I'm in view here. Again, another really cool belly on the snake. They don't just have ball pythons. I like other things. I was telling Chris earlier, I wish I didn't feed last night because I fed my green tree python as well as my Amazon tree boa, and I really wanted to actually show them today. So we'll have to save that for another live on my channel, I guess. Black western rat. These guys are awesome. If you startle them too much, though, they will musk you, and you will smell like crap for a really long time. So be careful. They're cool snakes. I love them.
Hell yeah.
Gosh, it's hot in that reptile room.
Yeah.
I still got some time, so I think I'll take a little break, and then we'll show some ball pythons in a little bit.
Sure.
And people are always asking me how many more clutches do I have. I have about 15 more females that could or could not go. I mean, you can't really pin it down if they will or not. I have had 5 clutches already. And answer the question, what's my most anticipated clutch was the Champagne Mojave that was a possible Fire Impossible Orange Dream bred to my Cinnamon Orange Dream that's 100% head for G-Stripe, but I was really going for Super Orange Dreams to prove her out. So that was my most anticipated clutch because I didn't know she was Orange Dream and Fire. And unfortunately, I still don't know if she's exactly Fire, even though everybody's saying she is. But I do know she had Orange Dream in it. And so that Super Orange Dream clutch that I had was probably my most anticipated. That said, I'm doing a lot of new stuff this season. So I'm going to be doing a lot of my first hypo visuals. I got quite a few hypo clutches going. I'll show you one of those females here. Another snake that Donnie wouldn't want to have. She's a little bit of a turd. I love Donnie, man. I was talking to Chris about this earlier too. If you all ever get a chance to catch him on a live again, ask him to tell you the story about the first snake ball python he ever got. I love that story. It's so funny, and to see where he is now from then is
I'll have to try to
awesome.
remember that.
Oh, you got to, man. It's good.
I'll try to remember. Yeah. He's
He
always
has
giving
a
me that
video,
time. I'm gonna have to ask him.
Oh, you will love it. I almost want to spill the beans right now, but I won't. I'll save it for him. He's told it before.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It is definitely funny.
It is funny. And to see where he's at now, I mean, it's amazing,
Yeah. He's definitely come a long way since then, which is really great. It's really good.
But to see them little babies, and he was like, hey, now. He was getting all nervous.
Oh yeah, he gets nervous with every one of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was laughing so hard.
And
he's guess what?
Last night he cracked me when he put that towel over there and he was all doing all this. He cracked me up, man.
Oh, a lot of people crack me up though. I love watching people when they're pulling eggs. That's one of my favorite videos to watch is when people pull eggs. I love that. Oh, yeah. I love everybody's different methods, and I don't judge them. Look, man, I don't judge them, but I think it's funny. I see some people that like totally go way overboard.
Donnie's like, it's not that it hurts or nothing. I'm just afraid it might hurt its tooth, so I don't want it. That's why I do it. I'm like, you're a dang lie. You don't want to get bit.
I don't get bit by adults. None of my adults have. I mean, they've struck at me. I've had them strike at me, but I've never been tagged by. I've only been tagged by hatchlings and non-ball pythons. That's really it. I've never been tagged by any of my adults.
Non-ball pythons.
Yeah,
that leaves it pretty open. No,
I should have sent you that big normal girl I just got rid of, man. She hit me any chance she could get.
Yeah, some of them are quick. Some of them are quick. I'll tell you what, Justin, I've got Bitey McGurkin, and Bitey McGurkin is the Amazon tree boa that became kind of famous from Always Evolving Pythons channel. He had the snake. It would bite him on every other video, this and that. And I'm not trying to be a dick here to Miguel because we are friends, but I'm not into the snake biting videos.
Right.
I decided I'll find them entertaining towards the snake end. And so I was like, yeah, I'll take that thing. He's like, all right, yeah, I'll give it to you. And he ended up sending it to me. And I did the unboxing. It's on my channel, one of my channels. And it didn't bite me at all. And still to this day hasn't, but it tries to. That's a scary snake. You don't want to mess with him. Bitey's about 9 foot long of 4 gnarly top fangs and 2 gnarly bottom fangs. You don't want to get tagged by this snake. And they're like this long. His head's only that long. I don't know where the hell those teeth are fitting.
And they got a hell of a strike range.
Oh, gosh, man.
Yeah.
He's 3 foot all day strike range, and that's every bit of my arm. So when I have him and he's on me and he gets crazy, he's right there. I mean, I could feel the wind, and it's right there, and there's nothing scarier than that. He hasn't got me yet, but he's come close. And some days he's fine. Some days he just lets me go in there, get him out. He's just really curious and moving around, and some days he's like, not today.
Right.
Not today.
And then you got that green tree python that's even worse. That could bite you.
Well, yeah, but she just sits there. She just sits there, and I love her to death. And I've got a lot of people to thank in the hobby, to be honest with you, because Garrick has hooked me up to a couple things. I mean, I still paid some money for him, but with that green tree right there, he gave that to me for next to nothing, and I mean that, like next to nothing. I was really grateful and shocked. But I bugged him for 4 years, for a green tree python. Okay, when I knew he had racks of them. You guys don't even know the stuff that Garrick's got going on in his place. He has a whole nother place that he invited me to, and when I told one of his employees, like, oh hey, Garrick told me to come check his place out that he has at his house, he's like, what? Nobody's been there. You should do that. And I'm like, I should, but I never haven't. But he's the person that sent me a picture. G-Stripe has some stuff coming. Y'all watch. I think that has something going on in the future, only because I've seen that picture.
Cool. Well, I mean, no, that's good to know, though.
And then I'm just playing videos in the background, guys, because I'm trying to see how it's going to look when I end up doing my live, and I don't think this is working that great. I don't think I like it. I think I'm going to do what Justin does. I'll be able to advertise other people on there. Should be a good way to do it.
Yeah, we only charge $25 every time we post their name. So.
Oh, well, then
Yeah.
y'all definitely want to come over and subscribe to my channel and check out my lives because I'm only $10.
I'm only $10. See, but
And I'll send your mom a Mother's Day card, Mother's Day. So you don't even have to do it.
When you're
You
on
can
the
just
show,
forget.
it's free. It's when it runs afterwards is when it costs.
That's right.
And yours is on there too, by the way, is why I'm saying that. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, no.
It's funny because I'm watching this on the laptop down here in the delay, and I had to turn it off with this one over here from the live because it was confusing me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the laptop's always a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
That's what I told him. I tried to stream through my computer and was going to talk through my phone. It looked like a kung fu movie, but we might do that one night just to screw everybody up, man. It looked like an old school kung fu movie going on.
There we go.
$10 make you
I
hot.
can do that anyway.
You dirty Timmy. You're dirty. Wisconsin. I'll bring my remote next time up here. I forgot to bring a remote.
DEA says he's only $5.
Can't do it. $5? You hussy.
I mean, he's going all cheap on this.
Yeah.
$10 make you holler. Can't go wrong with $10.
$5 even better though. Dang.
No,
We just got undercut.
Better than $5.
Right.
ATA Clubber, how you doing tonight? Oh yeah.
No, but it's been a pretty crazy season for a lot of people out there, and I'm definitely sad to hear a lot of people having problems, man. It's tried and true, man. You just got, and even like, you know, that incubator I've used for a few seasons, but I still, even right now, there's no eggs in there right now at all. Even when I came in today, the first thing I did was I looked at the temperature. I looked to see what it was at earlier, if it was staying. You got to really keep an eye on those things because, you know, we're human. We're faulty to a T. You know, we can easily put that thing together wrong, mess something up, wiggle something loose. I got a train that goes by, hence missing picture over here, knocked it off the wall. So there's like all these things I think about, and you really got to keep up on it. So I always tell people, keep an eye on your incubators because they can do shit on you. Even if you've been doing them for years and using them for years, they can mess up on you pretty easily. What's up, J-Dog? Haven't seen you in a while.
What's up, J-Dog? Wiz Constrictor said try turning down the brightness on your TV, so.
I caught that. I don't have the remote here with me, so I can't.
J-Dog in the house.
And the video that's actually they're actually on kind of like a lit board thing, so it actually kind of looks like that to me too. So, but I will work on that in the future. This is actually temporary. It's old TV that doesn't work the greatest anymore. Just kind of filling in until I can replace it. Sorry.
They want to know a question for you. What would you say your motto is? See me by.
No, I mean, you know, my motto is just, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care what any of y'all think about me. I'm not trying to be a jerk here. At the end of the day, on my deathbed, all I give a shit about is that my kids learned all the shit that I didn't grow up. All the things that I didn't learn, that I didn't have a dad for, or I didn't have somebody there to tell me or be with me with this up. I don't really care about anything else. I just act the way I act because I want my kids to follow my footsteps. And if I get out of hand and be a jerk or get vindictive or be a turd or anything like that, then that's how they're going to be. If I talk to my wife any sort of way, then they're going to talk to their wife any sort of way. So that's all I care about. I used to be a real asshole. I've said this in my videos before. I used to be a jerk. I'm very judgmental. It didn't take much for you to pick a fight with me. I was a jerk. I didn't treat my wife the greatest. I didn't beat my wife for anything, but I didn't listen. Like, I didn't even know how to listen, to be honest with you. So at the end of the day, I just don't care about nothing other than my kids doing better than I did. I had a shitty growing up life, all the way around. A lot of us did. There's no sad story here. We all have it bad. People have had it worse than me. But that's all I care about. So my motto is, my kids are watching. That's my motto. My kids are watching. So that's who I am. I'm who I want my kids to be. And that's always been the case. And that's how I judge people as well. I judge people by how they take care of their wife, their girlfriend, their kids. That's how I choose if you're my friend or not. I don't care if you have a drug addict, if you're a drug addict or you're an alcoholic or you used to be, or I don't care if you rob banks, maybe even got caught up in a murder one day. I really don't care about all that. You know what I mean? I care about what you're doing now. So I think people out there
kind of way
too strict.
I look at it too. You know, if you know you do the right thing in raising your kids. If I send my kids to your house and they say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, and they respect your house, I don't care what they do at home. You know what I mean? Because they're kids. They're going to do what they do at home.
Oh, my kids are jerks at home.
Yeah, but when they go to your house and they respect you, that's all that matters. You know? Yeah,
no parent has ever came to me and said, your kids, oh God, man, he spent the night last night, what a dick. You know, never has that happened, ever.
Right.
I can't say, every time we've gone to restaurants, I remember somebody is like, because I have a large family, I have a lot of kids. They're all like, I can't believe how well behaved this whole table's been the whole time. Like, you see them walking, when we're walking in, they're like, uh-oh, there's going to be a beef. My kids aren't like that, you know. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. My mom wished me to have 5 just like me, and none of my kids are like me. I'm super lucky. So, matter of fact, I told my oldest son one day, this kid's never even got a bad no home from school. I told him, hey, if you threw a rock at like a car one day, I probably wouldn't even get mad. And that's not something I condone, but the kid never did nothing bad. I was like, man, lost the boat? What's up, man? Another good dude. Hey, your picture's the one that fell off from the train, man. I'm sorry. I'm going to put back up, but the glass broke.
What's up, boss? How you doing, Mike?
He's a good dude.
I know. I had to take a double look at that for a minute, dude. I was like, oh, that's Boston Boa.
Oh, thank you, Mary. And thank you all the time. Yeah, I'm not trying to soften you guys up either. I have a lot of crap about me that you shouldn't like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I truly want to be treated like I treat others, and you know that's what you're going to get back every time. Every time, people can see through the bullshit too. I could tell you a lot of people that they get on and they don't last very long because you find out real quick who's full of shit and who's not. So be careful what you say, because this shit's on here forever. Somebody's got a copy of it. Just ask that one guy I don't like. I got a copy of his last video that he only had up for less than 2 minutes, and I got a copy of most of it before he took it down. So.
And that's another good person if you're not following on Instagram is Boston Boa, man. He just redid his room. He's doing some nice stuff. Great guy with boa constrictors, man. He's good friends with TJ. Does a lot with TJ. Man, he's just an all-around great guy, dude.
Another stand-up,
See
straight
that
up guy.
said my motto is puff, puff, pass.
Whose motto is that? And when can we get together?
Mountain Mining.
Never heard of you, but I hope you come over and join my channel, buddy.
Slade,
yeah, Slade.
Yeah, he's gonna be a little cold come tomorrow, ain't he? Up in Colorado, go from 90 to 30 and 2 feet of snow.
That shit is nuts, man. It gets drastic around here as far as the changes, but not quite that drastic. Jesus, that's crazy.
Oh my God, we're getting rid of this video, everybody. That was an embarrassing. That's live somewhere. Oh my God, I'm not showing you all that. I forgot that video was up there. I started doing little commercials during the middle of my videos way back in the day. That was one of them. Y'all can do some time searching if you want.
He turns around. You guys ain't watching that stuff.
I seen it in the reflection. I'm like, oh no, not that video.
No, Mountain Dew Mining. His name is Slade. He used to live in Janesville, Wisconsin. Now he's in Colorado.
Oh, nice, man, nice. Yeah, it's been cold here too.
It's freezing.
And it was 90-some degrees today. It'll be like 88, 89 tomorrow. So.
See, today was supposed to be like 82, so I thought, oh man, it's gonna be a perfect day. But nope, the wind come up and blew all the smoke in. But tomorrow's only supposed to be like 70 something, and then back up to 100. It's crazy.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the winter. We're having a hard time with the winter. We're 6 years here now, and we're definitely looking out of state for new homes.
Yeah.
Florida was looking good for a little while there until they start changing their reptile rules.
Yeah, that's no shit. There's a lot of people that was looking at Florida, and and are looking twice, are thinking twice now about it.
Well, they should. Because I would just have to move again. People ask all the time, what would you do if this happened to you? I'd have to move to a state.
No.
If I lived in a state that I couldn't have my firearm, I'd move out of that state quickly. Somebody would have to come get my shit for me. I wouldn't be there. I could never live in a state like that. Like California, all you people out there in California, I feel horrible for you.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh, you got a free place to stay. I don't care how many of you in your family, if you ever need it. I got a few cabins and I got a place here at the shop. Come on over. I couldn't live in that state for not 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Wiz, I feel you. Wiz lives in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I feel you. Well, we hope you get snow. That'll sure enough settle down all that drama there if it snows a bunch. And people don't want to be out there in that cold.
Yeah, you know, some of this stuff, you know, I understand people protest, but that Kenosha one was another one of those. I think the majority of the people that were doing the bad stuff were just like, it's opportunity. And that's what the shame is, because there's a lot of people suffering right now. Like, we were talking to D.A. Exotics the other night about this. In his town, a lot of people are getting sick, and in my town, a lot of people are just not working, and they're hungry. It's getting crappy.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, protest is one thing, but when you're literally out there burning stuff, and that's just right. That's rioting, you know, because it's not, you're not getting your message across.
Yeah,
you're not getting your message across. You know, I mean,
not at all.
And DA,
you know.
thank you, but we're trying to move closer to civilization and away from the snow and cold. You have my place, but with less trees. You live exactly where I live, but with less trees and water. Just as cold and crappy all winter long for 9 months out of the year.
Hell yeah. I don't miss it. I lived in Minnesota for years. I worked up there. I do not miss it at all. Trust me, I know. Especially when you got to work outside all the time, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with constrictors. Everybody involved in all that mess wasn't from there. Kenosha's a little nice little place. I've been through there. My wife even lived there for a little while before I met her.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's a nice little town before that.
I'll stop you crying, Wisconsin. Jeez, you're like what, 3 hours, 4 hours? I think you're 6 or 7 hours south of me. You could be sunbathing right now.
He's right there by the Illinois border, anyway.
Yeah, you're close to palm trees, dude. What are you talking about, cold?
That's a big joke.
Heck, where I live, everybody thinks I'm part of Canada. They don't even realize that Michigan has an upper peninsula.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking them. I didn't either, to be honest with you, until I moved up here.
It's cold, but it is too when, you know, like if it gets cold here in Oklahoma, like 0 or whatever, it's a different cold than it was when I was in Minnesota and it was 30 below, you know what I mean? It's because it's so humid here, you know what I'm saying?
You get 0 degrees there?
I mean, it happens. I mean, yeah, but I mean, not very rare, not very often, but I mean, it can get cold here. You can get it below freezing.
Note to self, move south of Chris.
It gets 0 here in the winters. We just don't. Our winters are only about 2-3 months.
Well, ours is usually ours like cold spells only maybe
2 or 3 months is the best summer I can get.
Right. What made you move? I think you told that earlier.
I talked about it, man, and I avoided crying, and you know, I'm not gonna cry. I wouldn't cry because of why we moved up here and how we moved up here. What was making me kind of emotional when I was talking about that, and is going to again, I could feel it. It's almost like I got a sneeze type feeling. It's where he's at now.
Especially when you're live.
Yeah, and I'm starting to know if I start crying that I won't talk. I've learned that from watching Howard Stern over the years. If you're gonna cry live on radio or on screen, don't talk. It's the worst thing you can do. But to see where he's at now and how when we got him, he was a boy that didn't know how to tie a shoe. He didn't know how to be a boy. He didn't know how to be a child, is what I'm saying. I mean, trying to be a girl or anything. I'm just saying in general. And if he did, we still love him. Don't worry. I don't care about that shit. But to see him learn how to enjoy and be happy and learn how to play learn how to ride a bike.
Amazing.
For him to ride a bike is not like when me and you rode a bike. He has separation anxiety issues. It's called RAD. There's a whole lot of things that I don't know enough about it to get into it with here. But he also has other issues as well, and disabilities that we have to deal with. But he's come such a long way, and I'm so proud to have the chance to be his father. And when we first got him, embarrassing to say, and this is why I choke up saying it. When we first got him, I didn't know if that was ever going to be the case. I didn't know if I was ever going to feel like, okay, this is my son, because, I mean, like I've said to people before, he's the kind of guy that would burn your house down, sit out there in the swing set while every animal and thing you love is burning down. He's swinging on the swing set, enjoying himself. I seen a Facebook post of something like that where a kid's swinging on a swing set and the house is burning in the background and everybody's outside like, oh my God, he's all happy. Well, when I see that, that's what it was like. You know, it was a very scary thing. And to see where he's at now and to know that I am able to love him like a son is a very good thing for me. So we're not talking about this anymore, you jerk. Mike, shut up. Next.
Awesome.
Let's look at snakes. I got to leave the room. Let's look at snakes.
Let's look at snakes.
Kiss Constrictors, thanks for coming on in the show tonight.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And Jeremy, you have a good night too.
Listen, Wisconsin Constrictors, man, I learned a long time ago that I can be an emotional person and it's okay. I was the kind of kid that didn't cry when I lost this person in my life or that person in my life. I wasn't supposed to cry, you know what I mean? That's not who I am today. I'm totally okay with it. I've seen much bigger and better asses than me shed tears, and once I seen that, I was like, wait a second, it's all right to cry. That this guy is more man than anybody I've ever met in my life. I've never seen this guy cry, and he's crying in front of me now, and it's okay. I'm all right with it. But I don't want to cry on camera.
Mama Morse, welcome. Congrats on your new snake.
Yeah, the winner right there. Another good subscriber right there. Person in the community for sure. Congratulations. Yep. I was trying to find out how I could message you. I was looking on Instagram and all this other stuff to try and I was going to message you, but you already found out, so I didn't have to. I was like, no, she won. Hold on.
Yep.
Well, yeah, and then he drew three names. It was like, for one, she was already in there, so the second name was almost pointless. And then after the second name, it was like, man, both these people are going to, one of the two is going to get that name. There's no reason to draw three names or four names.
That's why I told him that he owes some stickers for doing that.
Yeah.
That's
because it was cool. Like, man, we knew that snake was going to get claimed in a minute. Because they were already
Mama
there. The name.
Morse, congratulations. Welcome, Deidre, to the chat.
Hello, Deidre. I think that's a new name.
Deidre Baker.
Deidre Baker, welcome.
World Business Reptiles. He's part of your
Royal.
Yep.
Royal was hanging out in another live. I seen where they're hanging out, and trust me, it's a much bigger live than this one, guys. We got work to do. You got work to do, guys. I see him over there being a cheater. I seen you.
Oh, I think I know who he's talking about. I know who streams Monday.
Yep, that would be another guy from Canada.
Hey, listen, and all those big guys are great and everything, but I don't necessarily watch their channels. For one, they're not really showing anything that I haven't seen before. And not saying that I've seen it all, but they're not really showing things that I haven't seen. And I like to support the people that support me. And
I can't keep up with the chat.
Sure.
I can't keep up with that chat when it's flying so fast. I'm like,
oh, that's right. And they're all good people. I'm not knocking them themselves.
Right.
Except Noah. I think Brian's son Noah is a giant turd. I'll say it right here on video live. No shame in my game. No problem. I'll see you at Tinley. Oh, yeah, you don't go to Tinley. Oh, yeah.
I need that. We need that goddamn box where you can do like applause and different noises, man.
Ungrateful little
turd.
Try to
get a keyboard thing.
Yeah.
How do you get 40,000 subscribers and you ain't even got a video uploaded yet? Because that's what he had. Oh my God. And he's a turd. Dude, he's a turd. No offense, Brian, but your son's kind of a turd. It's your fault he raised him. And Lori will kick my ass. I'll tell you that right now. I have a lot of respect for that.
It was almost like he forced him to want to be there. The kid never looked like he even wanted to ever be in a video, and now he's just sucking right off of it. Like
dude, yeah, you're 100%. And I'm sorry, I don't talk crap about people. You all know that. But that
No.
kid
That was the thing.
nuts.
That kid, you could tell he didn't want nothing to do with it back in the day.
He
Nothing to
does.
do.
That's why I don't like. That's why I'm mad at the guy. I mean, like, holy crap, dude! You have this opportunity, and you literally shit on these people all day long. I mean, if you guys remember him from way back, I mean, and then I'm like, holy crap, you're being served this deal here.
Exactly, Boston Boas. That's exactly right.
Exactly right. Without Eric, he has fell off, and Eric was. You're right.
Eric's a good guy. Eric is a subscriber of mine. I didn't even realize it. He's a nice guy. So, and Brian and Lori are a nice guy, and I'm sure Noah's a good dude too in his own little way. But he gets under my skin badly. I don't even really know all the reasons why. There's plenty of them. But boy, that drives me nuts.
He does. He just got something.
And he says some pretty nasty things that I just was like, wow, you're alienating a lot of people by calling people fags and all this other stuff all the time.
Yeah, I just don't, and I don't think you have to use animals to try to get views. Like do, different.
I think that was probably one of the reasons
I just don't like that.
Channel with his son. I hated it.
That's why I stopped. It just bugs me.
Did. I used to watch Brian every morning.
Well, listen, Justin, me and you might lose all of our subscribers now because we came clean, but it was worth it. It felt good, didn't it?
Oh no, I've said it before. I've said it before when we talked about it before.
We've said it on here before, so it's just.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because you're right. In the beginning, he wanted nothing to do with that business.
He didn't, and that was the thing.
Still to this day, he doesn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, if he would have been like, Dad, let's go see the snakes, or hey, Dad, show me that snake, or something. One time, it would just, it would have been amazing. Nope. All the time, just had this shit look on his face.
Well, it's bad.
Mad because he had to sit there.
Yeah, it's bad when you go over to Miguel's place, and his brother gets the gene right before you do, and your dad's been doing this for how long?
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
I don't know.
He cares more about the crazy candy that comes in the mail than he ever does about any animal. Am I not right though?
All right, well, I don't want to bash the kid. He is a kid again. Well, no, he's old enough, right? He's old enough for us to step on.
He's old enough to know better.
Oh, well, there you go. Look at him. Who cares?
I mean, he can get a tattoo. He's old enough, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Well, I don't know. I got tatted when I was young. I don't know.
Yeah, I did too, but I mean, but only thing, there's some things I just don't agree with Brian, and I don't agree with him doing this edition and talking about people swimming with alligators and swimming with anacondas.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good way to go.
I think that's a bad deal, dude, because even though he thinks they're nice, hell, that one gator was nipping at him the other day.
The viewership is very young. He's got a young viewership, and that's where it can get kind of scary jumping in with these big snakes. And I don't know. He can do whatever he wants. But.
Well, that'll be the downfall, though. What somebody will really get hurt, and even Lloyd said, you shouldn't be doing this.
My only beef with Brian, because I know Brian, and Brian's a good guy, and really who you see in his videos is really who he is outside of his videos. I mean, it really is him. And he genuinely does care about animals. But it is very clear, and he doesn't hide it. He is definitely all about the marketing, more so than
trying to make his own videos or his own actual.
And we all know that he doesn't do the daily care for his animals anymore. So that's not.
I mean, we all know that, and he is passionate about his animals.
The guy
100%
has been a
believe
foundation for a lot of us. He's been a foundation for this hobby. He's done a lot for it. So for that, I give him all the respect in the world. And if he wants to do what he wants to do, that's up to him. It's not my cup of tea, but listen, I'm not a lot of people's cup of tea. Right. I've got a lot to learn.
I mean, I think what he's doing with Reptile is great, but I just don't think letting somebody get in a body of water, even if you're there with an alligator or a big anacondas.
And that's the thing.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
That gives it so much more leverage. Anaconda on land isn't going to be nowhere near as precise as it is going to be.
I don't know. That male come up after him the other day on land and was trying to get him.
I mean, they're fast and badass no matter what, but they're ideally better in the water. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
They're a heavy-bodied snake that move much better in the water than they do on land, and that's
Yeah,
why they're such a
exactly.
water snake. You know, that's why they're known to be in the
so
water
to
because it's so
so
heavy.
to put somebody in the water with them, man, I was going to take.
Well,
one
listen,
back.
a professional should, and Steve Irwin jumped in with things all the time, you know,
Right,
and
right.
we all were okay with it. But here's the difference is that, you know, and I don't want to judge because, again, I'm not there, but getting in with those snakes, something bad does happen, then we might not be able to have that kind of snake. Maybe I want an anaconda one day, you know what I mean? And that's, they attack. People that don't know reptiles, they just attack the species. How many people kill snakes because it's a poisonous copperhead? And it's not a copperhead. It's a water snake. Happens all the time. So,
Well, what you don't understand is, even with just retics, man, I can, you know, as tame as I have mine, come breeding season, them males
Exactly
change.
right, DEA. Exactly right. 100%.
You know,
yeah.
The males change, even if they're dog tame, they change because of that instinct to breed. So
Oh yeah.
you know, so even with me, I got to be careful with my males, even though they're friendly as hell, and I can do anything I want. Come breeding season, animals change. You know, and it could take just one day. I mean, and then, you know, dog or animals have bad days just like humans do. You know, I mean.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like elephants. You know, they're all perfectly fine. You catch them one bad day when they musk, or isn't that what it's called when they're in musk, or when their eyes water and all that shit? They'll kill you.
No, elephants?
Like 2 days.
Oh, don't mess with an elephant. Don't mess with an elephant. I'll never even go near an elephant.
Well, no, I mean,
ever.
there's a nice, they could do the same thing over,
I'm afraid of cows.
over and over again. But if you catch it on that one wrong day and have it out with the public or something, it's going to destroy whatever it's there. I think it's they go into musk or whatever it's called, and they just go absolutely apeshit. But I mean, anything's going to, like DEA said, you can't trust 100% any animal.
No. Yeah, and I want to be clear. I don't think anybody here is actually bashing Brian Barczyk. I think we all agree
not
that,
at all. Not at all.
If it wasn't for him, a lot of us wouldn't be where we're at
I wouldn't
today.
even be doing YouTube right now, probably, if it wasn't for him. So,
yeah, so
one of the influences, yes.
Yes, and I don't think anybody here is bashing him. His son Noah, I think he's a turd. That I'm saying clearly, but I just think he's a turd. He's just not my cup of tea. That doesn't mean he is, and that doesn't mean he's not somebody else's cup of tea. But he's not mine.
Right.
And I'm not worried to saying it.
And Heather, you're right. Steve Irwin jumped in the water by himself. He didn't jump in with.
Exactly. He's not having other. I was going to say the same thing. He's not having other people swim with him. You know, it's like.
Well, the cameraman and there's a lot going on behind the cameras too there, my friend.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
a lot of people were in danger making those
videos. In there, though.
But I mean, you know, even when people go down and film sharks, there's people around them protecting them. You know, and the camera people because that's what they do. You know. But I mean, you're not just saying, "Hey, let's give me $20. I'm going to let you swim with my albino alligator." You know, that's my.
Well, let me ask you all this about him getting in the pond with an alligator. Would you feel the same way if he was getting in an outdoor enclosure in a large pond type situation, or do you feel that because of the enclosure that he's actually getting in is the size that it is? Like in my view, I just think if he was in a larger pond, then hey, it's his ass or the gators in that circumstance because the gator doesn't have to be around him if it doesn't want to. But being in that pond or in that little enclosure, it's being forced, and if it doesn't want to be around, that's when the aggressions and the problems are going to start. And if something happens, you know, it's a kind of a black eye in the community. But in my opinion, I can't say nothing. The guy knows more than me.
I mean, I don't have no problem with what he does. Let's get this right, because I know people go out and catch gators. They swim and they catch them, and that's fine.
Yeah,
the problem is bringing your customers in and saying, "Hey, you can swim with an alligator." You might not be able, because that person might be just terrified, but want to do it, and they might sense that fear and change the way that alligator thinks, and it's a lot faster in the water than than you are, for sure. You know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, bitch. People have been doing shows with gators for many years, but to be honest with you, I've removed gators from many of golf courses, from many of areas. I'm part of the job I have, and I work for a seawall company in Florida, and I can tell you this: I never slapped the side of the ground and had the gators flip around this side on me or this side. I just grabbed the tail and dragged it over the side, but no show, nothing impressive at all going on about it. You know.
Right.
So there is a lot of extra that goes into it that I think is unnecessary.
Yes,
sure.
But I mean, it's the same feeling that I have with people showing free handling venomous snakes. I don't think they should show that.
No,
I don't think that should be
practice
allowed.
it if you wish. Practice it if you wish. And listen, I don't want to say they can't do it because, listen, you should have the right to do whatever the heck you want to do. All right? I think it's in bad taste. I think it's not good.
Well, it's
So
just the young people that see it and think they can do it. That's what scares me.
Well, a lot of little kids pick up copperheads and find out all about venomous snakes. That happens every year. That happens a lot. Glad it's copperheads. It happens mostly with it, too. Usually they step on them.
There's a big guy on Instagram, man, and I honestly think, you know, he says he's got depression some days, but he's got a big collection of venomous snakes, and he took a selfie with a giant kaboom viper laying on his chest. He says a cane brake, you know, and stuff like that are some of the best snakes he has. They are not, dude. Some of these Russell vipers and stuff. I'm thinking, dude, that's the stuff that can make our hobby look so bad.
Yeah, that's scary.
You know what I mean? I mean, a kaboom viper on your chest, dude, taking a selfie, that's just not.
I dealt with a lot of hot snakes, like I said, down in Florida, doing what I was doing down there, but I never kept any. I don't keep them, you know. I don't now. I possibly may in the future, but I don't know. It's not a big thing, but it's definitely not something anybody should just do. And if I was doing it, I would be very careful what I showed on video for sure. But that's me. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, that's me too. I mean, it's one thing to show the correct, proper way with some hooks and stuff, but it's another thing to be running your hand through his head and rubbing his chin rubs and I mean, I don't know. To me, that's just plain Russian roulette with them. I mean, you might not get a second chance, dude.
Well, too, and the bad thing is, I think a lot of it is for me the most is, you know, if you watch a guy long enough and you know that, oh, I've had this snake for since it's a hatchling, 15 years. You know, I'm just now doing this. Some of those guys will just like that seed guy will catch shit out in the wild, and those other guys will get snakes brand new. They don't even they've never held them before or nothing, and then they'll hold them. That's the shit that's bad. It's like they don't say like, oh, you know, you should never do this without like 10 years of experience and stuff. Hell no, they're just grabbing shit right away. Hey, look at this. That's the shit.
Banging. I wasn't sure what's going on.
Heck yeah. Well, you got any snakes you want to show off?
Yeah, man, I guess I could show. I'll show a few females that my next 4 that should be laying. I'm trying to, like I said in my video, I'm trying to space it out so that I only have so many eggs in the incubator at a time. Nature's actually doing that for me right now, so it's kind of working out. But I'll try and show a few of the bigger females that are going to go next. And if there's something else y'all want to see, maybe some hatchings or something. I did have a crappy GHI clutch, man. 8 eggs. I got 4 Mojaves and 4 normals. I hope my bad odds are out now.
We do get better ratings if somebody gets bit.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Let's see. I don't like doing that to snakes. You know what I mean? Because I have snakes that I could easily be like, well, here you go, and let it tag me and whatnot. But man, I hate it when people do that. Like, I'd be a hypocrite. But I'm sure it's going to happen one of these days. All right, I'll go grab. I'll grab this one female. This is a female that I thought they sold me a male when I got it because I kept putting males with her in there, and it would sound like a Royal Rumble. I mean, no joke. There's a belt being won in that cage, and I'm thinking, what the hell? I open it up, and she's bucking. She's got the male pressed against the ceiling. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And that went on for a few times. Cool, and I knew that she wasn't. A male, but I was thinking, well, maybe. I mean, I guess it's a possibility. But then they started locking up, so I'll go get her. She's a little bit nasty. See what we can do.
Cool. Mine's over with Mike. I see you had a pretty good season too. I've seen a lot of stuff you produced, man, this year. It was pretty nice. And yes, Heather, that is
she's so postured up right now. She's so mad. Such a mad snake. This is a beautiful hypo pastel enchi. I was actually interested in buying I believe it was just a pastel enchi that was het, or maybe it was a pastel. I'm not really sure. But beautiful snake here. I actually don't want to mess with her too much because she is building, and I haven't seen her ovulate yet, but I think it's coming soon. She was bred to a butter hypo.
Lance, the Lance one, that's a mean one too. That was a nice little snake right there.
This should be the next one to go. I hope I'm even in frame with these. This should be the next one to go. I love this beautiful girl right here. She's so friendly. This is one of the friendliest snakes I have. And she's very full right now, so I got to be very careful with her. Black Pewter Blast. Now, I actually was trying to make some het pieds out of her originally, and then I started sticking my banana to her, actually, because there's something else in my banana enchi, and I'm not sure what's going on, so I'm trying to figure out if there's something going on there. But then, last minute, I came in today, and I seen that my mahogany het pied is now finally locked up to a female, and I'm super stoked about that because I was thinking he wasn't into the ladies. So I wish I would have put him to her.
Right.
Too late for that, it's looking like. So she could either have some het pieds in there or some banana stuff. Either way, I was just trying to make sure that I had some affordable stuff, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with her. But definitely a nice big female, healthy. Anybody says I don't have healthy snakes, you don't know what you're talking about. Wait till you see this next one I'm pulling out.
Oh, it looks good. He said he's sticking his banana. You know, I wonder if it's phrases like that sometimes gets my videos demonetized. You know what I mean? It's like because the algorithm has no idea. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
another girl that is definitely full. And she's probably going to drop some eggs here not too long from now. Now, this is a normal cinnamon that I was told that was possible het for G-stripe. So she was bred, I mean, not G-stripe, sorry, pied. So she has been bred to the mahogany het pied, and that's who she was locked up to. And prior to that, she was locked up to somebody else. And now I'm not sure which one because evidently he was locking up. So I don't know if he actually got her once or not. I'm kind of hoping. But he was the last male that I put in there with her, and then she ended up getting really huge, and I caught an ovulation on her. So he may have tagged this one too. I kind of hope that's what happened. If not, she was bred to the cinnamon orange dream, going for some all black snakes.
All right.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no.
He said he's stuck with banana.
Yeah, get back in there. There you go. There you go. You just stay in your hot spot.
Killing me. What's so funny over there?
I'm laughing at you.
Everybody's in shred.
The banana thing was funny.
Come on, guys. All right, I have to show some little hatchlings, I guess.
Yes, all black ball pythons are
Oh,
out.
I got bit. I got bit and it wasn't on camera. And it was by a little hatchling. This one just got me. Sorry.
Of course.
No,
So this
okay,
is the one that all word coming back so far is Super Orange Dream, Champagne, Mojave, Fire. So
that's
again, I have a few
snake.
more people. I got to wait a little bit longer. It's a
Good.
little bit bigger. Don't bite me again. A little bit bigger to be sure of it. But this is one of my favorite hatchlings that I put out so far this season. And once I find out what it is, it may or may not be for sale. I don't know. I don't know. Can't keep them all, right?
Right.
Beautiful snake. Love this thing.
You can't DER.
That would be a holdback for me, for sure.
DER can keep them all.
Well, when you're working a new project, you have to.
What do you say, like 27 holdbacks or something?
Now, this one is actually the one that's been getting most of the talking, which is weird. Most people have been commenting on this one, and the lighting's not the greatest over here in this part of the room. But this is, I believe, just to be an Orange Dream, Champagne, Mojave, possible fire. But
Can't do you.
love this hatchling as well.
Oh,
And this
that's
one, too, will probably be up on my site here after it takes a few meals. This one and the one I just showed you are the only two in the clutch so far that haven't taken meals yet. That's kind of bumming me out.
I know everybody's like, hold it up, move it closer. I know, he can't hear us, I guess. He's
No, you
going to have his headphones on.
Well, I just noticed what time it was, and I am losing time. I actually have to get going here pretty soon, y'all.
Yep.
And I was probably boring you with that snake show anyway. Like I said.
Them last two, them were some beautiful babies when you produced.
Yeah, for sure.
Move it closer. I'm sorry, Mason. I'll do a nice update video on them anyway. I've got a video coming out soon on them. I think I'm going to be selling both of those actually, and only keeping back the regular Super Orange Dream because some of the future projects that I have with that is what I'm looking for. When you add champagne into the mix, it can make it kind of hard.
Yeah, Super Orange Dream is nice too, though. But all of them turned out pretty nice there. I think that was a good clutch. That was a really good clutch.
Yeah, I got really lucky. It was a nice clutch, and I'm super happy about it. Really got screwed on that GHI Mojave because see, I've had people offer me, hey, I got really awesome GHI Mojave. I'll gift it to you. You know, I'm like, no thanks, man. That's one I want to see in the egg, just like the blue-eyed Cystics. I had people offer blue-eyed Cystics to me before, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much, but I want to see it in the egg, you know.
Right.
And then I sold every one of them. I've never kept back the white snake.
Coming in, Eddie. Andrew.
All right, there's only 15 people in here right now, so I'm going to say this. White snakes pay the bills. I can't keep a white snake to save my life. As soon as those white snakes go on Morph Market, they're going to be sold first snakes for sure.
Yeah.
See you,
This
Andrew.
day. For sure. But, Mountain Dew Day, how you doing? Yes, I do sell hatchings. I have about 20 to 30 of them going up by the end of this month. So there'll be a whole bunch on my Morph Market. I think I only got one snake up there right now. I sold out of everything the first 2 months of the year. As soon as this Corona hit, everything sold out, which just sucked for me because that's money that I don't have for another 10 months out of the year. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, whoa. So I'm definitely trying to get everything caught back up. And after these next couple clutches, I should consistently have clutches. Like, I don't necessarily have a season. I keep 82 in the room year round, 88 belly heat on my breeders, and I just do it year round that way. So I'm trying to, so I consistently have something on my Morph Market page. And being a small breeder, you know what I mean?
Look at the brain on this guy.
What? Who are you talking to?
The whole keeping things going like that. That's awesome.
Oh, me?
Well,
How smart. Hey.
What I said, look at the brain on this guy.
Yeah, I know you're talking to me. I'm like,
what? I don't know.
Somebody smart type something?
Are we on the same show here?
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
You notice I don't get a lot of compliments. I don't even notice them. I'm like, oh, me?
Well, it's funny because, you know, you hear people now, it's like that weird time of the season. It's like there's still people waiting for eggs. Still got eggs coming. You got people that are trying to start already. So they're all like, well, I don't know if it's this year or last year. I just got this going on. So it's like, just keep it going. Whenever they go, let them go.
No, I have to do it that way, honestly. I mean, I only breed 20 to 30 snakes a season. So, like, if I want them to, and my overhead here, if you all knew what I paid for them, I'll tell you, I pay $325 a month in rent for the shop, not including electric, but that's what I pay in the shop for rent. You guys don't even see 90% of this place. I mean, half of this place is in the back, and the other half is down. I'll bring you all down to the pool hall and the foosball and the air hockey game. I'll bring you all there some other day, but there's a lot to it, you know, to this place. If I rented this in Florida, it would cost me $3,000 a month.
Oh, for sure.
I was gonna say if I could find a little place for $350 and some lights and stuff.
I'm breeding my rats. I'm breeding my rats for about $500 a month. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah,
it's a place to breed my rats. I can't breed them at home. You know, I got that shed, had all these plans, but we soon realized that there was other things that were going to come up and that it wasn't a good idea. And luckily, my father-in-law bought it, so I didn't have to worry about it. But yeah.
Yeah, Mason. There is a free version on Morph Market, like Heather said, but it just depends on what level you.
I have the middle tier. I have the middle tier one where I think I can post up to like 20 or something different snakes and things like that.
You do the premium. I think you can upload videos.
Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade as soon as this year's up. I'm gonna upgrade to the bigger one. It's like $300 something bucks a year for the big one. I think I paid $120 something for the mid grade deal. And you can list a couple. You can list a few for free. I think Heather said something on there.
Yeah, you can list up to 3, but you only get one.
Up to $700, I think it actually is worth of snakes.
But if you get a tier, say you get a tier, a basic, and you decide, hey, I want to go to the next tier, you only got to pay the difference in between the tiers if it ain't been a year. You know, say if one costs $100,
I didn't know that.
The other one costs $175. You want to go to the next level, you just pay that difference.
Oh, nice! I didn't know that.
Sweet.
Yeah, Sean was talking about that. That's how he just said, screw it, went right to the premium. And he said, once he got premium, he said, like, if they look up a snake, like champagne, like you have, you're more likely going to be the one to pop up because they're going to put your listing there. You know, the
I'll tell you what,
video.
I've had no
money-
problem.
It's
If
just
you
like
guys are
YouTube,
worried
the
about
more
selling
money you
your
make, the more
snakes,
they're going to suggest you.
Yeah.
Yes.
if you're worried about selling your snakes, get a Morph Market account. Be a good person. Be an honest person. Show what you're doing. You won't have any problems selling your snakes. I had my first year as an actual business, and I sold out like that. And my name's not out there. I'm not well known. You know what I mean? And they sell quick. I had no problem. I think Morph Market is a great place. They vet you. You know what I mean? So if I'm a bad breeder, they're going to find out about it and they're going to
Yes.
get rid of me. And
Yes.
I love that. And your customers leave you that you can see if anybody has even one, even if they don't have a review, but if they're new and they don't have a review, I get it. But if they've been on there a year and don't have a review, I don't know if I would buy from them. You know, have they didn't sell anything all year? I mean, I think I've only got 6, but as long as I see one on there, I'm pretty comfortable. And unless they're new, if they're new, then, you know, you give them a chance or whatever, you know, or unless you know them. But
TJ in the house. What's up, TJ?
TJ.
Welcome to the last.
Yeah, you changed your name. Tyler Jackson,
Changed
huh?
his name.
Prehistoric Creature World.
Always changing your name.
Right.
You got to find what works, man. You do you, and I got your back. That's for sure. We all do. I'm sure of that.
That's what I keep telling him. It doesn't matter what you do, man. I'm gonna still watch your videos. He's like, I'm gonna do this. Like, okay. Except for when you take a break. I don't like the break.
Yeah, and if you got lots of snakes and you want to sell, you might as well just go out on it for premium and
well, everybody talks about Instagram. I've never sold a snake on Instagram to anybody. I have a couple subscribers only a few subscribers that have bought my snakes. 98% of the people that buy my snakes are people that don't even really know ball pythons all that well. It might be their first snake or they're just getting it for a pet. That's who I sell snakes to. People are on my town all the time, like, who buys these snakes from you? I'm like, I sell them online, you know, and I ship them. They're like, you do? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, because nobody around here likes snakes. I go, yeah, no. That's why I don't have to worry about none of y'all breaking in my place. You're all petrified of them. Best security in town. I had people telling me, hey, can we drop our bank drop-offs to you if the bank's closed? Sure. Nobody's breaking in here. I've left the door unlocked all night before, and that's another reason why I've run up here a million times. Come in the morning, the sheriff leaves a little card on my thing. Let me know he checks my doors and stuff. Weird.
I'd lock your door again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I can't wait to get the snakes back home one day, if I'm being honest.
Right. I hear you. And it's just...
I was surprised you guys even asked that question or said it, because that's something that I constantly think about that I don't think a lot of people even wonder about. So I was really surprised you even said anything.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I've been wondering, but I figured I'd wait till the live to ask you because that's something that I've been wondering for a while, you know.
I hate it.
Yeah, so. But yeah, that's good.
You did see. Some people have been able to sell off on Instagram. I don't know if I've actually put anything on there for sale or anything like that either, but there's so many places that sell snakes. If you have snakes and you're a good keeper and you're taking care of your animals, you shouldn't have any problems selling your snakes at all.
Right.
Why the Upper Peninsula, Jason? Mason, are you new? Did you just come in? Or are you just trying to make me cry, you jerk off? Yo, I liked you when you were on your live, dude, but you're starting to upset me.
Yeah, he said he was going to come at you, so.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's right.
I hear people talking outside my window. Somebody might come to the door here.
Yeah, he knows he's jerking your
Somebody
face.
comes to
He's
the door,
laughing.
invite him in, tell him you're live. Tell him what's up.
They're going to be drunk and embarrassing.
Say, hey,
He goes up to drunk and embarrassing.
Say, you're YouTube famous now.
Yo, that's funny that you said it. My daughter posted a thing on Facebook the other day. I made a video about it because I thought it was so cute. And I don't get to see my grandchildren very often. So my grandson was watching YouTube and he's seen that I had a YouTube channel, and he's seen that he was in the intro, and it totally made his day. He couldn't believe he was on YouTube and all this other stuff. So that was really awesome. That's pretty cool.
I've seen them wheelies on there too. I've seen you doing.
I used to race motocross back in the day, dude. That's why I was typing in that. I was typing in that live chat. I'm like, oh, here's a guy. You're about my age. I'm an old Rick Johnson, man. That's how far back I go. Rick Johnson days. That's before
Oh,
McGrath,
yeah.
before all the Carmichael.
Oh
and
yeah,
all that.
I know who he is.
Before Bubba Stewart.
For sure.
I've been in races with Bubba Stewart's dad. I
right.
might even still have it. I might still have the list where you can see his dad's right on there in the same runs that I was in. I used to do a lot of that. Loved it. Broke a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
used to
bones.
ride a lot back in the day. I don't ride anymore, but
Me neither. I can't.
You do any
yeah, I've
hunting
ridden
up there,
many times.
Jason?
It hurts too much.
I'm sorry?
Gomez want to know if you do any hunting up there.
I have quite a bit of property, and I'm surrounded by state property. There's a lot of hunting going here. I have a lot of deer that hang out in my yard all year round that are kind of like buddies. I don't hunt myself, not because I'm against it, but I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, well, I mean, trust me, I know how to make a kill shot. You know what I mean? I know what that, but after that, what do I do? You know what I mean? I don't know. So I'm not going to go and kill some shit. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I've had a lot of people tell me they're going to take me hunting. The one person that did take me hunting talked the whole time inside the thing. And I'm like, I thought we're supposed to be quiet. He's like, oh, no, the deer are used to it. And I'm like, well, why don't we just do this at home then? Because I haven't seen no damn deer and it's cold as shit out here. You know?
I do this on my front porch.
So hunting is a big deal here. There's a lot of it. I have bear knocking over my dumpster all spring long. Usually by summer they're heading inland a little bit more. But yeah, there's a lot of hunting here. And no, I haven't gone hunting here yet. I will if somebody actually brings me.
Yeah.
Good question. I do rent a cabin and some hunting property to a guy that comes here every year from Canada, though.
Awesome.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
Sherry said she'd lose 3 roommates if she got any snakes. One of them be her husband.
That's crazy. Hey, listen, I got to get going, guys. My wife has to go to work tonight. A little shameless plug, if you don't mind, before I go.
Sure.
If y'all haven't had a chance, I want you to please go out and check out Amazon for this book right here. It's called Serpent's Neck Deep. It was written by Rocky Emily over there at the Serpent's Cage. He's a great guy.
Put it up a little bit.
He's a great guy over there. You can find it on Amazon. They're not that expensive. And the coolest thing about this book, not only that it's been signed for me, but if you open up to like the 3rd page or the 4th page, somewhere in there, you see this really nice thing that he wrote about me before I helped him out with his thing. So pretty darn awesome that I got my name in a book, and I'm pretty proud of it. But what I really want you to do is, if you have an extra $15, you got to go buy this book. It really helped the family out. He's a good guy. It's a good awesome family, guy. And he would definitely be there for each and every one of you out there. So sorry, I wanted to put that shameless plug before I even plug my own stuff.
No,
you want to check me out?
Rocky is awesome, dude. You're absolutely correct with everything.
He is, man. He is. And if I needed him right now, if you needed him right now, he would come and take care of whatever he could. He would drop what he was doing. There's not a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people who say they do that. I think I'm a person that, yeah, I'd say I do this or that, but when the time comes, I wonder, am I really? I hope I am, because he is a stand-up guy. But by buying this book really helps him out. Unfortunately, he had to lose all of his reptiles and animals and stuff like that, and due to rats and stuff like that because of his wife's breathing issue.
Name of the book one more time.
The name of the book is called Serpent's Neck Deep, Snake Information and Care.
Yep.
I actually did some editing in this book, so if you find mistakes, blame me.
Yeah, so, he's a good dude. Real good dude.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
Everybody in this chat too is awesome people, and I see a lot of new names in there, and I'm thankful for all the comments that I'm seeing. I'm thankful for y'all stopping in here. It means a lot to me. I told these guys before that I think what they're doing is changing things, and I think building this community has helped me a lot, and I know it's helped a lot of other people. It's hard to get in there and talk to some of these big dogs. You know, I had a free ticket to get a free ride with Miguel and that gang and stuff. And I knew I couldn't keep up or compete, so I opted out. So I'm glad I did, because I probably wouldn't have met and been able to hang out with awesome people like you. And that's the one thing I could say about those big channels. They don't get to know their subscribers. I really want to know y'all. So thank you. You can check me out on my YouTube channel, going Yooper Fitz Family Constrictors. Same thing, Instagram, Fitz Family Constrictors, and you're all welcome always on my Facebook. You can see kind of some of my personal life and things like that. And it's awesome. It's awesome. And I appreciate y'all having me on.
Thanks for coming on, man. This is cool. We got to do it again.
Yeah, it's Serpent's Neck Deep. Just in case. Sorry. I know Rocky's probably not watching. I'm not doing this again. I don't get no money. I don't.
Heather put it in there for you.
Yeah,
again.
I don't get a dime. I'm not getting a penny for this at all or anything like that. I don't even get a cut or nothing at all.
Well, damn it.
I just want to let you know. No. Hey, man. I'm happy for this guy. I want this guy to be okay. Support him. He's doing okay. He's not in any trouble right now, but I want to make sure he's okay.
Yep. Y'all stick around too once he leaves. We got a few other things we'll discuss and who's coming on this week.
Yeah, hey, I'd like to
appreciate
pick up once I get home too. To be honest, I hope you guys do go for a little bit, and feel free to shit talk me all you like. I'm okay with it. I got a thick skin, and I also have a forgiving heart.
How long does it take you to get home?
It'll take me about the deer. It's gonna take me
a rough estimate, so we know when to start. Start saying stuff again.
Feel free to shit talk right away. I'll watch the replay. It's fine. I might hit a deer on the way home, so if I hit a deer, it could take a little longer. I kind of hope I do because I want a new truck.
Right.
See the truck I want.
So I Thank you, Mason.
You should say that on the live.
Read that comment.
Hey, Mason, thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm getting out of here. That's not right. I don't even know how to shut this off. Thank you, dude. Again, none of that money comes to me, dude. Okay, it just goes to a guy that has really put out for many years in the service and in the reptile community, and he's just a good guy. That touches me, man. Thank you. You guys are jerks. Now you're seeing who I really am, and that's what I don't like. That's why I don't want to do lives. You guys can see that I'm a little bit softer than I try to portray, and I don't like that.
Well, Mason said, I just bought it, and I said, leave, Jason. We got smack to talk to you about you.
Yeah, I gotta go anyway. I don't even know how to cancel out of this thing.
Make sure where it says leave.
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't see no leave.
So it doesn't leave it running on your end.
Oh, leave studio. I see it. All right, everybody. I love y'all. Bye.
All right, man. Peace.
Later, man. Thanks for coming.
Oh yeah, that was a good live right there. So good guy out there.
That was cool. Yeah. Yeah, I got to see those crazy snakes stuff. That's a good time.
Yeah, and Rocky is a hell of a guy too. So that'll make it awesome because he had a channel for a long time and he had a lot of animals and stuff, and then medical problems with your family, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So I know it. But our Wednesday live stream is going to be a little later. It's going to be an hour later than normal. So it'll be 8 o'clock Central.
Oh, damn it.
6 your time.
What are you going late on me for?
Just because that we try to accommodate to sometimes with people. I know everybody in different time zones, so.
Well, remember the next few days I might be not as long as normal.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure there'll be. You can put your little mannequin up or something. That's fine.
Well, no, I'll go a little ways, but because like Wednesday's the day the kids show up, and then Friday we got family coming and crazy. So I'll make all the lives, but I just won't probably be as long.
Well, okay. Do you want to host Friday, or do you want me to host Friday too?
It's fine. I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay. I just want to make sure, so you're good. That's fine.
Well, even if I host it for the first part, and if I want to leave early or something, then we'll have you go live, and then we'll send everybody over to yours.
We'll just we'll see what's going on, and if we do it early, maybe somebody like Rob will want to go live, and we'll send everybody over to his chat or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something like that would be too. Yeah. Because no matter what, even if I'm not exactly live, I'll still be in the chats of everything that's going on.
Hello, Gay. How you doing tonight?
It's easy for me to be in the chat.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, you'll have people there. They'll probably want to be on just as much as you. Hell yeah.
But yeah, who knows? Like Friday, everybody here might be all like, "Hey, let's go live," because a lot of them are going to be all the ones that are in the chat.
Right. But that way I can put Rob on the spot again since he didn't do it yesterday.
What's up with that?
What's up, Venom Water?
Venom?
Venom
what? Venom what? What? You didn't finish it.
Venom Wonderful.
There you go. Rock star in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
He hates it when I say that too. Thanks for coming in, man.
Oh, that reminds
How's
me.
all the critters?
That
He needs to
does
do something with that damn frog. He ain't made no video with that damn frog in a while. What?
reminds me, since Gay is in the chat, about, how Mason was talking the other night. Remember when he was on our live?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like, look at my shirt I got from Gay. Look at my big stickers I got
Oh,
from
yeah,
Gay.
what's up with that?
Oh, yeah. She goes, me and her are besties, and she sends me everything.
He was all like he was a fancy fan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was just gloating about everything. Gay loves me the best. She sends me everything.
Oh, yeah, big stickers. He was all like this.
Oh,
big stickers
yeah,
I got.
yeah.
Yeah, big stickers. I was like, damn.
Oh, yeah. Frog won't eat a mouse.
Yeah, I know. It's just the worms, and because I know he'll eat worms and crickets and roaches and all kind of other shit. He just won't eat a mouse, huh? Weird.
Yep.
Most of those big pixies will eat rats and shit. They'll eat anything.
He said, he goes, if y'all want a sticker, I can maybe put a good word in for you, but it just depends.
No shit, that's what he said, dude. He was all like, Mr. Big Show, Mr. Big Show.
Yeah, he was, I'm like, where the hell did you get that?
For sure.
Oh, I last 2 days, I seen a walking stick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, hanging right out here. In fact, he was in the pool the last 2 days. I took him out of the pool. And then there's another one that hangs out up here by the flower garden, whatever, by the thing. So I thought about getting them, maybe putting them in a little enclosure. They're cool.
You said stickers are on the way, everybody. What about shirts, huh? we're not your bestie like him, huh? Does he put you on the wall?
No, a walking stick is the insect. No, he said I got it. Now you got a broken toe. Oh my god.
Who got a broken toe? Oh
okay.
Damn. That ain't good. That sucks.
Oh no. Oh no.
But,
don't say you bought them now. That's not what you were saying.
Oh yeah, that's not what you saying.
Oh,
He's all just fancy pants, besties and stuff. Wasn't he saying besties? Like forever besties.
Oh yeah, besties, and I'm fancy pants, and y'all wish I had the connections I got.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my.
He made us feel about this small. My legs were hanging off a nickel when he was done.
Yeah. I was like, geez. I was like, and now he says, oh, I bought them. No, that's not how you were talking the other night.
No, he's talking like he's fancy pants.
These fancy pants.
Like he's rock star status and shit.
Yeah, like he's like, yeah, she paid like big money to overnight it, like to get it to me next day and everything. And
oh, yeah.
Oh no! Oh yeah! Like you don't know how.
Hey, normally we don't care about that kind of stuff, but he was kind of rubbing it in a little bit.
Yeah, he was rubbing it in.
Normally we don't care, but he was kind of rubbing it a little bit.
Yeah, even Yooper heard that.
Yep,
all that.
Yep. See?
Like you don't know how she broke her toe. Come on now, you're besties. Oh. That's funny. And then he started. Who did he start shouting out after that? Wasn't it
Miguel? Thank you very much, man.
Miguel or whatever after that. Thanks, man. Yeah, he was shouting everybody out. Best friends forever.
I know we let the guy on the live stream for 10 minutes, and man, he did a lot of promoting and throwing down and stuff. Said he was besties, got shirt stickers, was big wigging with all the fancy folks.
Trying to get a huntsman spider and put it outside, but the wooden seat fell on my foot. Ooh.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, there ain't nothing you can do for a broken toe.
No, usually they just tell you're screwed, man.
Yeah.
Live with it.
Kind of like a broken rib.
Sometimes the big toe they might mess with a little bit if it's like weird. Get it out of the way for you or something. But other than that, they don't care about that shit, man.
Just tape it to your other toe or something.
That's about it, yeah. It's like, tape it up, yeah.
I'd be more worried about the huntsman rather than my toe.
Yeah. Yeah, but to her, that shit ain't, those things ain't nothing.
Oh,
They
no.
got more shit over there that'll kill you than anywhere.
Oh, yeah, and congratulations to you. You come in third on Donnie's Live, but somebody already, the first place winner claimed the mistake, so
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I don't think you can ship her a ball python.
Even then, it would have never made it through the second one, which was Bigwig, wasn't it? Here in the chat,
Who was second?
wasn't that who was second?
No. Mason? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Mason. Yeah.
Man, we weren't going to tell him.
Oh, I didn't know we weren't supposed to tell it.
Yeah, Mason, you actually come in second at the first place when you got it. You were second place in Donnie's giveaway.
But yeah, and that's why it was like the first name and then the second name. It was like, shit, there ain't no reason to draw after that shit. But one of those two getting that thing no matter what, I'm sure.
Oh, I bet.
They just don't want it.
The Coral's become the face of the franchise over here.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
He is cool too. Man, that time lapse was awesome. Now that was cool. I do love a good time lapse, man. Man, I love it. Cool.
Praying Man's doing all right?
Can't just put it, huh?
Praying Man's doing all right?
Oh yeah. She's over there picking around. But yeah.
Mountain Mama won. Mountain Mama, then Mason, and then he had Gay, but he said he couldn't ship ball python to her, so he probably do stickers to you, and then your Trish was the third, but
I ain't even got no DER sticker. What's up with that? Do I got one? No, I think I do got stickers. Do I have a sticker? I don't know if I do. I think I do.
we got to look on your phone?
Well, I was going to go look on my Instagram because usually I shout everybody out.
Oh.
I think I got a sticker.
I figured you just look on your wall.
Well, yeah, but that's in the other room. Speaking of wall, I don't know if Trish is watching the live, but I need a wall right here.
Yeah, second. That's right. When I heard Mountain about crap, then it was like Mountain Mama, not Mountain Dude.
No, that's taking too damn long. I don't know why it's taking forever to load. What the hell? Anyway, I either do or I don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think he's going to get some new ones made.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. To match his nameplates and stuff he's got going on his racks and stuff.
Well, that was what was weird about when I watched a couple of his older videos or whatever. He kept saying, what was it, DAR or something?
DCR.
Yeah, and I was like, is he screwing up his own damn name? It's like, how in the hell do you screw up your own damn name? It was like, It was funny. You told me the story, yeah.
It was DER, then his wife come back and he's going to change it to DCR, and then he realized that he needed to go back to DER because that wasn't going to work. So.
But yeah, it was like, I kept watching the videos like, man, is he screwing up his own damn name? I kept thinking like, that was funny.
Yeah, and the catching on video was pretty cool too.
They do. They just go for it.
You know, I mean, because they're hard to catch on video. He said, to eat like that because they usually eat at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is cool. So, but yeah, we got Dylan from Dean's Balls going to be on here Wednesday. So,
oh, that was on Wednesday.
You're going to see a lot of big snakes. Berms. Probably retakes.
Oh, right on. Sweet.
He's got a big
time.
He's got a Savannah monitor. It's a big cage too. His room is just absolutely beautiful, dude. If you ain't see his channel, go to it. Absolutely beautiful room. He does have some clubrets. He does have some false water cobras. He does have ball pythons. Got some turtles
coming in.
Turtles and stuff.
That'll be a fun show then. Yeah,
he's got all kinds of stuff, but. Yep, we'll see you, Riverbank. So, yeah, y'all tune in because, man, Dylan's a great guy, and we talk. But yeah, he's got, he'll be able to show you some baby berms and then some bigger ones and stuff, so you get to see, he's got some retics. So yeah, so he's got a lot of good stuff. So that'd be an awesome show, so.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what he don't have because he has so much stuff. That's the thing. I mean, he does. He works with a lot though. But it's cool, and that's. But I mean, and he builds a lot of his enclosures. I was,
right on.
We was talking there. He's got a lot of 8-footers and stuff, stacks and stuff. So that's who I was talking to about. About when we were building enclosures and stuff. I was surprised he built his. You know what I mean? So. But I think he bought his Savannah Monder one. It's like 8 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot,
Oh, damn.
It's like the one on Animal Plastics, that real big one the guy's in. It's just like that. But man, it's beautiful for Savannah Monder, dude. It's a nice set. They need something big like that,
Yeah, that'll be cool to watch. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he's got some nice stuff, and he's a good guy. So he's the one that got that Freedom Breeder 70. Rack there, they gifted to him. His buddy gifted it to him. Brand name.
Damn.
It's just a single row, you know what I mean? But man, it fits right in this corner. It's nice. Oh my god, dang. But that's when you help people out in the industry, and you know what I mean? I mean, stuff like that comes around sometimes. He was blew away.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But,
right on.
Oh yeah, but that'll give you time to maybe get something food in you before we go live too.
That'll be cool.
Because we go it'll be 6 your time instead of 5, so
6, yeah.
You'll want to eat before you go live that night.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do those lives in here.
Okay.
I'll just kind of set up something in here to where then at least I can be in that room. Because I think going out to the gym, hooking up out in the garage, I'm gonna get a shit signal. Trying to run cords out there and shit. So I'll just kind of sneak into the room. Because from 6 to 8 or whatever, if I do at least a couple hours, 2.5 hours, then, nobody's going to be asleep at that time anyway. So.
Right. Thanks, Gomez, man. I appreciate you coming in, buddy. You have a good night at work.
Thanks for coming in, Sal. Hopefully that turtle's doing awesome. That little thing.
Yeah, how's the locks going? Still locked up? You still got yours locked up? You still got them two locked up?
No, they separated. And then I left them for that whole next day after they separated, and then I just took them out. So, and then I'll wait a little while, and I'll do it again.
What day's your feed day? What day do you feed on?
Wednesday.
Cool. So you'll get to see if they get to eat them too. So.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
I don't know. I can't see the dislikes. I don't know if we got likes or dislikes.
Did they flicker just now?
Yeah.
I thought the lights did.
Something happened.
Yeah, the lights just flickered.
Well, it's been a storm brewing all day.
So you've got 37 likes, it says. I don't see any dislikes.
Really? Hey, yeah. That's pretty good likes.
We had 26 people in here at one time. The most I've seen tonight was 26.
Man, he's cool. He's right up there with Honey Reptiles.
Right on. For sure. Everybody's still here. Make sure to stop by my show tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
We're dropping off like flies here. We're dropping off like flies. We're still rolling.
Oh, okay.
Well, not too much longer, but...
No, we won't go too much longer. I know the winds are bad there, and we ain't got to be on very long tonight anyway. I know you got your live tomorrow, and I know you got big stuff coming this week, so you probably got plenty of work to do.
Yeah, I've just been cleaning everything. I've been cleaning every enclosures. I mean, like Aragon's enclosure, I went through the whole thing. So then when the kids are here, shouldn't have to do anything to just feed him. Just trying to get all the basics done and get out of the way before everybody gets here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it'd be easy. You cleaning tomorrow, or?
Yeah. I'm going to clean the snakes tomorrow and all that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You going to feed off that rat this week?
Huh? Yeah.
You going to feed off that rat this week?
The one that bit me? Oh, yeah, it's going. You know it's going. Damn thing. It did get my finger good, too. It's
The
weird.
big-
It was flighty. That one is still flighty. I don't know why it's so damn flighty. I don't know if now it got loose and it takes that little bit of blood and freedom. Now it's just like, hey, I'm out, you know. So I'm gonna have to give it to somebody that's extra hungry. Make sure it gets it right away.
You gonna have a lot of people over there this weekend? Then you planning on a lot of people? Or what?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Tons of people. There'll probably be throughout the weekend because that's the thing. She only comes once a year, so then there's tons of family coming, and then she'll have friends coming. Yeah, off and on. There'll be campers in the driveway. I mean, yeah, that's why it's like, man, I'm just gonna kind of hide away, do a few lives with you, and it'll be cool.
There's 8 coming for the weekend.
8 coming for the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8. Well, 8, and then any local friends will show up too.
Well,
Because
those are just out of town people.
yeah, those are just out of town people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, because she's coming from Tennessee, right?
Yeah. And then we'll have people coming from around here, and we got people coming from Arizona, and just all kind of craziness.
And Christmas time.
It's kind of well, now that she comes once a year, it's like now everybody's gravitated, and let's just get it all done when Randy's here, you know. So everybody will come, we'll have the great big, you know, family deal all over the place, and then, you know.
Are they driving? Are they driving or flying?
There's people that we got driving. Well, they're flying. Randy and them flying.
Yeah.
But we got people from Arizona. They travel throughout the year anyway. We got in-laws that are coming, and they're big travelers anyway. They'll set up at a RV park and stuff, and then we got some bringing trailers to come that are, you know, a few hours away. And so it's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts.
Hopefully the weather's good for everybody. They're talking about all that nasty weather coming in, that cold spell stuff, snow and shit like that. So
we got a couple days where it's supposed to get cold here, and then it's supposed to get right back up to hot again. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I've seen
But
that
around here, it's
cold.
the fire and the winds that are going to ruin everything. Because it's going to be a really nice day, but if the wind's blowing the wrong direction with the fire's going, it just ruins anything outside. You know.
Social distancing out the window.
We're temperature gauging everybody coming. Cool.
Yeah, with your reptile temperature gauge, that'll.
Oh yeah, I'll be at the door. I'll be all.
That's not the same.
COVID.
That's not the same.
It'll get me close though.
Yeah, that'll get you close. You can mess with them though. You can tell them, oh geez, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
They won't know. You can just sit there like this. They won't know. You're just like, oh my god. Yeah, you need to go.
Yeah, you can't come in. You can't come in the house. It's like, nope. Quarantine is the driveway only. You can wave through the window when the kids come.
You got to set up in the neighbor's driveway over there to make a house.
We're going to use the neighbor's power. It's like plugging over there.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it'll be a good time, but it'll just be, I'll have to do the lives in there just where I'm kind of out of the way of everything. And then, so it'll be cool.
Hell yeah. Well, we can cut it short. That way you can get to doing what you need to do. I know you got a busy week, so.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Make sure to, just everybody, whoever wants to stop by tomorrow, I'm going to do some cleaning, and I'll show everybody the incubator and stuff. Man, I can't run the fan in there. I can't run the light in there. I can't run anything. Just only the heat tape. That's it.
What?
Because it gets too hot. Like the fan, just the heat from the fan running makes the incubator too hot.
But I told you my buddy had that incubator and all he run was the fan.
Well, I think that's the thing. I think it's so sealed up. I mean, nothing leaks out of that thing. It's like the heat tape barely even turns on. So I got to keep the light off. I got to keep the fan off.
My room keeps 85, and I run my fan all the time.
Yeah,
oh, real low.
It's so small. Yeah, I don't know if it's because it's so small or whatnot, but yeah. So, but it's all cool. It's all testing now, so I mean, it's no big deal. I don't need.
Oh yeah, exactly. As long as you can keep it at that steady temperature, it don't matter.
Yep. No, as soon as I keep the fan off and all that, it's been running exactly where I want it and everything. So
you can't turn the light on.
Everything. No, because it's a fluorescent bulb inside of there, and it heats up.
Need some LEDs in there then.
Well, I don't even really need a light in there anyway. I mean, I can turn it on when I need it.
Yeah, but
I really don't.
It's cool to have some LEDs in there, though. That's what I find good to find.
Yeah, it'll be cool for later, but it's just and now I want to take the bulb out because it's where it'll just run the header if I want it to, the sign, because I
Right.
don't want to leave it on accident and it gets too hot. And so I'm just going to take the bulb out to make sure I don't make that mistake. And then I might look into some LEDs next. They won't cause any heat.
What thermostat are you using for your incubator? They want to know.
It's the 100, the EV100, whatever it is.
VE.
Yeah. But it's because the room in there is about 84, 85 right now anyway.
Right.
So it only
And
needs to go up 4 degrees. So just the fan motor alone heats up more than it needs to be. So it's registered your probe. My probe's saying, 95 degrees, and the heat tape's not even on.
Wonder if that would change if you put the probe in the middle. Probably wouldn't because it's not that
I took the probe off and cleaned it because of where it was at and stuff because I needed to move it a little bit, and it ran the same if it was on or off. It didn't make any difference. But as soon as I turned off the fan and turned off the light, it maintains exactly. But the whole thing is I've never even seen but once that the heat tape even turned on, because it's like as soon as it traps it in there, it just stays. There's no leaks to it. It's got a good seal. So that's the good part,
Is there a setting on there for the different setting on the VEs, like, pulse or proportionate or anything like that?
No, the VEs, it doesn't have a lot of the options to it, I guess.
Like, herpestat, I can set mine, like, if I wanted like a chia light or, depending on what I'm running, I can change modes for what I'm running with my herpestat, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was asking. I didn't know if the VE, because I've never had a VE, that's why I'm asking. So
yeah.
I've always had herpestat, so I just know I can run different types of heating sources, but I have to select what I'm running, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, it doesn't have those kind of options. I don't know if the bigger ones do, because the 100 is the base one.
Like,
but I mean, as far as it goes, I mean, it works good.
Or whatever,
Yeah, it stays pretty steady. So, and like I said, it doesn't really need to fluctuate much.
Now when it gets colder out, is your room going to still be pretty well the same in there?
It'll stay the same, but it's just like if I get a really cold spike or whatever, then I got to turn up the heater a little bit.
I got you.
But I mean, it's never gonna fluctuate bad enough to really make that big of a difference.
Well, it won't in there because you're sealed in your incubator. But I just know that wherever you set your heater at, don't point it towards your incubator. You know what I mean?
Well, no, it's just one of those little radiator ones. So and it's on the other side of the room. And
I got you.
Yeah. So, yep.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, because like right now, I mean, it's plugged in, but it doesn't even turn on. If it would go under 80 some degrees, it would turn on. But
I think he's using just one thermostat for his incubator. That's what I do. I use this one thermostat. I use a Herpestat 2. Actually, I use a Herpestat 2 red line dual probe. So on mine, just to double check everything, and then I can also run a humidity probe off of there too if I want to, just to keep. But yeah, I mean, just because I just know that sometimes, you can change it on the 300 by 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in my Herpestat 4, I can do it, and then I know the Herpestat 6, you can do it too. That's my next one. I've got the 4 that's got the 4 probes. I'm going to do a 6. I'd like to get a 6 probe too. That way, I might just I'll probably get just the 4s for when I start stacking my enclosures to do one probe per enclosure. But I might do the 6s too. I don't know yet, depending. But if I do 4 stack, I'd rather do one thermostat for 4 stack, one thermostat for 4 stack. That way they each got their individual probe for each enclosure. So.
Right on.
But, yeah. But all right, man. I'll let you get off here. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming in here. And like I said, tomorrow will be 8 p.m. Or not tomorrow. Wednesday will be 8 p.m. Yeah, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow, he'll be live 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
5 o'clock my time.
5.
Yep.
5.
All right,
Western
everybody.
Time.
I'm out.
Appreciate
Take
y'all
care and
coming
stay
in.
wild, man.
And y'all have a good night.